shit in my character sheet. Yes, welcome back.
You guys just ignore the whole "we can't swear for the first 30 seconds on YouTube" thing constantly.
Oh, that's a rule?
That's a real thing on YouTube.
I
didn't know that until last week.
It's
so
okay.
I am not a
sitting
content
here
creator.
Being quiet and behaved.
You'll notice I'm sitting here quietly.
Okay, I think we're good. Can we get?
It's not 30 seconds, but you can you can just talk. Just don't say all the words.
What?
No, I was going to say, can we
normals?
get a collective?
No.
But apparently not.
No. What the?
Anyways,
Anyway.
welcome to the chaos of Rep RPG's Vampire the Masquerade live play. It's the 5th edition Vampire the Masquerade, and this is the Blood in the Bayou, or Vampire in the Bayou, or Bayou in the Blood, whatever chat is currently deciding it is today.
We're here.
We're gonna go around the table. Well, actually, start off with Pixie. Tell us all the lovely things that Rep RPG does.
Rep RPG is a formerly Random Encounter Productions, as the name would suggest, random encounter amalgamation of tabletop and role-playing adventures. We do tend to specialize, or we used to specialize in 5e specifically. Life chaos happened, and now we're gradually shifting back to that a little bit, though. On the current scheduled docket, we have our Tuesday Vampire the Masquerade game, which you are here watching. Hello. Our used to be on Wednesday Endless Wonder Warehouse 13 campaign that will be restructured onto Mondays after we come back from our brief break. Meg is doing a great job starring in a Shakespeare show here locally, and she is very integral to the plot right now, so we can't write her out. And so we will be bringing that back on Mondays starting in June. And then starting this Friday, we are going to be running Cody's first long-form D&D 5e campaign in over a year.
I'm excited for that.
Very excited for that. He is running it in Ultensia. If you watch the PvP League, you have seen us play in Ultensia lore-wise. It is a place where anything can happen. The thing we're very excited about with this new campaign is this. The one rule our players have to bring to the table is they have to play a third-party class, or a third-party race and subclass. What that means is you're not going to see any human clerics or tiefling bards. You are going to see ratfolk wardens and void genasi specialty monks and starfallen BPRD agents and all of these things in this one world and this one campaign together. We may run some familiar modules like Tomb of Annihilation or Tomb of Horrors, and we may run some third-party modules, all set within the realm of Ultensia and reskinned to fit. We are really, really excited about it, but it's also a great chance to highlight other third-party creators if you know people who make 5e content that they would like to showcase with us. So that's going to be starting out on Friday, this coming Friday. And in the meantime, we do Gloomhaven on Thursday nights, and Cody has started doing some art streams where he is working on the color work for Mapweaver RPG. The brand new systems sourcebook and setting that we just successfully funded on my channel over on Kickstarter. So that's what we got. Next con you can see me and Kat at in June is Incredible Con in South Carolina, June 10th and 11th. So come on up. It's going to be a good time.
And where can they stay up to date with anything and everything that Rep RPG does?
And the Discord, Matthew! Oh, you are ready. Aren't you lucky that my social cue radar is high today? Because I could have gone here on Twitch. What the fuck are you talking about? Just watch the show right here where I'm talking.
Whenever you're in advertisement mode, I know the things.
You know the things that are coming.
Answer what I want you to answer.
Listen, it's better than my favorite was when Matthew used to just black out and just talk. I don't know what the fucking link is anymore. Is it link? Links.
Is it links?
Social.
We'll figure it out.
Fuck
at some
off.
Point.
What?
Anyway, I'll fix it. Fudgikoff.
Fudgikoff.
Let the record show YouTube. It was Fudgikoff.
Yeah, that wasn't quite it.
Anyway.
Anyways, so go ahead, Matthew. Go ahead.
It's me.
No, I was
Okay,
gonna let
we were
you
going
know,
in
just-
we were going in a random order. My name's Matthew, and I do things on Rep RPG. Ding. I'm here on Tuesdays and also in Pixie's game on Wednesdays/Mondays. So, come see their shows. And I tonight am playing Jace Campbell, a spooky boy, a Tremere that has pushed all the buttons or whatever everybody wants me to say.
you wouldn't. You would never.
No.
Not our Jace.
I think it's fun when you press the button.
Oh, thank you.
I think it's
I've
great
never
'cause
pressed a
it's
button
like
once, but thank you.
it's like speed running a game, Instead of slow progression, you're just like
I'm just
throwing all that
running
nos.
speed.
1/4 mile at a time.
Listen, man. Jace's 3 minutes of Kindred life are up. Just gotta put on that nos.
Meg, who are you and what do you do?
I'm Meg, and I'm here. I'm playing. On Wednesdays I'm in Pixie's game, and I miss it. And I'm very excited to get back to that. And I will be joining the 5e game, or the Friday game, bringing back an old favorite, and I'm very, very excited.
I'm so excited about her.
Bringing someone back from the shadows, and playing one of Cody's game subclasses, which is very, very exciting. But tonight I am Jem, the Malkavian, and I'm living my best life.
Yeah.
Everything's great.
So, Kat, who are you and what do you do?
Hi, I'm Hecate, or Cat, as I'm more formally called. And I do a lot of things, unfortunately. I'm here a lot. I'm playing Vampire the Masquerade, and I'm also here on Wednesdays, but in the chat, not playing. It's fine, because I don't know anything about the game. I'm just there because everyone's cute there. And then on Mondays, I run a Vampire the Masquerade game over at Indigo Chameleon, where we've switched from Anarch territory to Camarilla territory.
Oh.
Yeah, they went corporate, and it was very weird to happen. But it happened. Also over at Jousting Through Descento on Spotify or Google Podcasts, where I play a war cleric tiefling. It's super fun, and I might play the game on Fridays here. Maybe, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I was told to play a deer, and I think deer makeup's really cute, so I might do that.
You're welcome.
And that's the only reason.
I feel
then-
loved. Excellent. Fantastic.
I literally said I appear on Wednesdays because you're cute. You should feel.
Did.
Oh no, the face.
Such
She
a
did.
face.
She did.
And on this game here, I play Elizabeth Vargas, or Liz, who is now the Scourge of New Orleans. Woo!
Scourge.
Scourge. I'm the executor now, so people have to be nice to me.
Yeah, more so than they were before. When you were just
People,
lowly
but
hounds.
we, the coterie, ain't people. We can continue to behave exactly as planned.
100%. Everyone had to be nice and make it the Primogen. Now I only answer to the sheriff. Not the sheriff. Well, kinda. The sheriff and the prince.
Maybe, kind of.
That's the only who I answer to.
I think there's one
It's
more.
like
Yeah, okay.
it's like under the current arrangement, like you have the authority, but should you? Should you though?
Listen, we already had to have
I'm
this
gonna start
lesson.
calling Rebecca Chase Becca. and see what
Bex,
happens.
call her Bex,
No,
call her
Reba.
Bex.
No, Reba.
Becky.
Oh.
Becky.
Becky.
Oh,
I don't know.
shit, I hate that
Try
so
to talk shit about
Becky
me,
with the
that's
good
because
hair.
I simply will unhinge.
I feel like we're about to have an echo of the lesson we had with Jem constantly, which was, we know it's our haven, but you still can't talk to people like that. We're gonna have to go, Liz, we know you're the Scourge, but you still can't talk to people like that. No. Bad influence.
And then Pixie, who are you tonight?
Oh, fuck. I already talked so much. Why do you want more from me? Tonight and every night.
Voice.
Tonight and every night. Am playing Siren, masquerading on the outside as a Toreador, however, on the inside, a daughter of the cacophony, a secret a secret third thing, a secret sect and clan within the Vamps that is not supposed to exist, was hunted to extinction once before. I think she's gonna have a certain kind of panic attack about these visions Jem is having because she has hunt trauma, inherited hunt trauma. Like,
And you know, anytime you say on the inside, I just think of the when will my reflection show?
I just take off the. I have to say no. Hang on, no. I have a. I have
talked about
no,
that
no.
last week.
I
think we
have
talked
a
about
beef.
Mulan musical.
I have a specific beef, yeah, because we're talking about True to Your Heart and how it didn't belong. I have a beef with you, Disney. I'm gonna say one thing. One fucking thing about goddamn Mulan.
Okay.
Did anyone in that entire studio ever try to remove Kabuki makeup? Because it doesn't fucking come off like that. And the biggest lie they ever told us in any of Disney was not that you could have a happy ending. It was that makeup came off that easily.
It's not kabuki.
But still,
also,
but I
makeup,
couldn't.
Period. Doesn't
Yes,
come off like that.
but what I didn't want to say was clown makeup, because was my experience was whiteface clown makeup, and that felt racist. So I didn't say that. The closest I could think equivalent.
Just makeup in general.
Yeah,
It's
but
not the
specifically,
makeup
it's the
issue.
cake.
You just can't afford that level of silk. That's all that was.
No, I could see eyeshadow and blush coming off that easily. It's the white face specifically that does not come off that fast, that easy, that anything.
For 500 bits, I'll try it.
Oh my god. Anyway,
500 biddies.
I had to have some feelings and I regret them. I'm sorry, I'll shut the fuck up.
No, you're good.
No.
I think we actually talked about songs in Mulan. Was it either in the middle of the show, like we regularly do? We just stopped, just like, hey, so. But it was either that or the pre-show. You guys, like, we need to start recording the pre-show.
It was pre-show, and that's why we said it. Was because I went, we should go back to sharing the pre-show shit because we used to stream it to patrons. We used to stream it specifically to Patreon and like Discord. And then go back about our business, and it was like pre-show shenanigans for subscribers. It's fun.
So here's how we're gonna do the recap tonight.
Oh no.
You all, it's a few nights from whatever we were all collectively doing with. It's been a few nights. Liz is got a little bit of a not so much a weekend pass, but a little bit of a lull in their training, and so she's basically allowed to hang out with you guys again. Victor's got her back on.
How generous of him.
He's needs a weekend off from time to time. So
how rude of
We'll
him.
let him on loan.
let's have you guys give a recap of what happened last week, from the perspective of y'all's character, kind of like what was important, and catching them up. We'll say you guys are at Atlas Ave, up in the VIP area.
So how was your training?
If I wasn't Kindred, I would be sore all over.
Okay.
I see the way you're looking at me,
Sounds
and not in
productive,
that
at
way. No, it's good. I'm learning a lot. I think there's a lot that Victor didn't know that I already knew. So he's like, "This is how you kill a vampire," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know how to do that. I've done it."
Actually, if you just go a little lower to left, that's the sweet
Yeah,
spot.
there you go.
How in the
My experience is easier.
But it's finishing. And just so for flavor, Liz looks a little different. She usually has her hair. She has really curly hair, as I've said before, but it's usually down and wild. It's like braided and up now. And
We love a good character growth through costuming and cosmetology,
Yeah.
like vibe.
Yeah.
Please continue.
And she usually is like yesterday's makeup and like in the least amount of clothes that she can. She's in jeans. They're comfortable jeans. They move, and still like a crop top type situation.
Thank God. Okay.
Well,
But
crop
not
top
a-
and
not the
Jinkos.
typical-
Got it.
Not the typical bralette.
Not a typical bralette. It's just like a crop top situation. She
I can
still
see
has that
skin.
like, huh?
I can still see skin.
You still see skin.
Okay,
Very
then she's
important.
okay. She's
She's
okay.
still-
She hasn't
she's
been
still-
replaced.
Run off and join that biker nunnery, did you?
And she still has her regular boots that are old and worn. But it's more of it's still that like wild look, but still a little more put together because she's representing the prince now. So she
Yeah.
has to look a little bit more put together than she usually does.
Valid.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
not.
shit.
It's not directly a thing of the princes, nor does Lucy give a shit. But it's one of those expected. You're in a role now. And-
Yeah. I
It's
have
like a Camarilla
title.
thing.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
guys have gotten a little bit
Camarilla
of like the big looks from, or weird looks from some of the big wigs of the Camarilla. You know, some of the older, not the Primogen, but some of the other people that you guys don't directly interact with.
In Primogen standards, I'm still dressed down. But,
Yeah.
but I am dressed up more than usual.
Vaguely concealed combat preparation.
Vaguely concealed copper. I needed more pockets for all my knives.
Knife pockets.
Knife pockets. No, training is terrible and long and horrible. But if someone comes at me, they're not gonna win. So. It's a
Hey
good
man,
thing.
that's what matters. We met the Baba Yaga's grandson.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
His name is Teddy. Super weird dude. We would rather he be on our side though, because I feel like he could kill all of us if he ever felt the need.
It's a lot of
also-
cats.
More
Also,
cats than you.
turns out,
Hi.
oh my God, Matthew's blanking.
What?
Nos Primogen.
Candide?
Candide.
Candide. Also, it turns out Candide, great grandchild of the
Yeah,
Baba
Teddy's
Yaga.
her sire.
A Baba Yaga.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Everything
good.
about her makes sense now, right?
Well, I've like met her like twice, so.
Um.
Well,
Oh, and Kane's coming. I figured I would just.
How
break you
does-
in.
how
I figured
does-
I just not try and do the coy easing us into
Yeah,
what
yeah, yeah,
happened.
how
yeah.
does former Sabat Liz feel about Kane? Like, do we get a reaction?
There's a Kane isn't like a hush thing. She thinks she's studied, so she kind of just one of those, like a dog
Mhm.
for a second as you say this. Kane, like like
maybe.
Kane.
Like and
Yeah.
Abel.
So the Baba Yaga grandchild Teddy.
Yeah.
He.
The Baba
he's
Yaga
putting
baby.
together the Baba Yaga baby.
The Baba Yaga baby.
He's.
I'm Broxley!
Somewhere there's an ancient Nos, rival to be Faye, who just happens to get a little ear twitch that her name is being called 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
Baba
Baba
Yaga
Yaga,
baby.
Baba Yaga, Baba Yaga.
Let's be
Years in
friends.
front of
Baba Yaga baby? What? Did
I
that
feel
bitch
like
just say
she would be
Baba
on the
Yaga
side
baby?
of, but I feel like, no, hear me out.
How'd you like it?
In normal circumstances, I'd be like, ah, yes, a concern, summoning this great deity. In these circumstances, I'm like, ah, yes, perhaps she'll help us fight Cain. And then we can deal with the rest of it later. One
You pick
problem,
one myth,
I
with
don't
another
need
one.
her to win, I just need him to lose.
Alternatively, she can just say hello to all of the animals that we have around us and enjoy them.
Hey, next year you're gonna be telling me Lilith's calling up the ground, and that's gonna be great.
I mean, no. So, Teddy, have you heard of Beckett?
Yes.
Yeah. So Beckett was in town apparently.
Unfortunate.
Because, or at least was near town.
He owes me like
um,
$20.
That's wild.
So tracks.
Apparently, Addison lied about having some information that kind of lured Beckett to town, and Teddy's helping him put together some book about prophecies.
The Book of Nod.
Yeah. And he Teddy was concerned about the last one that he had gotten like 10 years ago and was trying to
Mhm.
track down Beckett, and so he kind of shared with us what that prophecy was, and it talked about Cain coming back.
Okay. Cain
Oh,
coming
and-
back could mean like a prodigy of Cain, another body. I think Cain's like gone. Like
I
gone.
would assume so.
Are we
Um,
sure though? Because wasn't he? And she just gestures
So-
at all of us as a whole.
So that's the thing is like you guys are borderline generation to Thin Bloods.
Yeah.
And you guys have seen some of the ones created by your generation, Thin Bloods. And that is bolstering this ideology of the elders being called back and not coming back. But there's a huge rift, especially in the Sabbat, of is Cain the progenitor of all kindred, or is it Lilith? And they're big old cults devoted to both.
Interesting. I would know absolutely nothing about that anyway.
No, not at all.
But,
But
Can I
you-
roll to see how much I know about this?
No. Because here's the thing with you being former Sabbat, I'm not going to roll for your background. So
And
You
but
would
she
have-
was she no one else knows this. She was in the cult of Lilith.
Okay, I was about to ask if she was a Cainite or a Lilith
Dark daughter.
lover.
Lilith lover.
yeah, it's one of
Are
those
we
things
all?
like we're never going to see the variety of Sabbat sides that you would have had as being Sabbat. So you just have general Sabbat knowledge.
Love that. Journal spot.
General Sabbat.
All three of you simultaneously.
Besties.
Fucking adorable.
So
Yeah.
this trio right here, in and out of game, would accidentally destroy the world if given the chance. I feel like I'm not wrong.
Accidentally.
Accidentally out of game for legal reasons, on purpose
Yeah.
in game
Yeah,
for roleplay
absolutely.
reasons.
Total accident.
God damn, read the
Well-
room.
Yeah, so something about Cain. Oh, also, God,
Did he have the
Jace
book?
will.
Like the book?
He has like photocopies of
Fuck.
stuff. I don't think he had the
And
actual book. He had,
Siren
like,
rolls her
You
eyes
wanna
again
get
with
murked?
What?
Siren
You
rolls.
wanna get murked?
No.
The new Scourge of New Orleans is gonna steal the Book of Nod.
Listen, Siren has a moment
Imagine.
again of like, and of course, for some reason, this is not a masquerade breach, but Jace's diary was. I don't like the generational double
Honestly.
standards, guys. It's pissing me off.
Honestly.
Like,
Yeah, so you're in
Um,
the War Camelot territory, so you gotta deal with it.
Yeah.
I don't have to like it though.
Oh,
We can go across. I just got my job, so I can't go across the river. You don't like it here.
Oh my god, that's what's gonna keep Liz reined in and is being the
ability to
scourge.
slaughter people legally.
Oh no!
You gave her a license to kill. She's not gonna go to Anarch country unless it's to use the license.
Valid.
She wants to keep the
I know.
license. Got it.
I have to kind of let them know I'm coming now, because if I just show up, it's a bad thing.
It's a bad day. Yeah.
I can't just go over there anymore.
And as Jace is like he remembers something else. He looks to Jem to see if she wants to step in on the recap about another thing that got remembered.
She hasn't told you guys about what she saw.
Not that, about the prince.
Oh, that. Oh.
Mhm.
She just. What?
Prince might be getting deposed.
Oh.
Now that is my problem.
We don't know by
Well,
who.
Very much becomes my
I
problem.
don't think it's really that big of a deal. I don't think.
Yeah, the thing that was mentioned was that Teddy mentioned that it's not common to have a Malkavian prince this long.
Yeah.
Some princes will reign until the city falls, and then some other like we're gonna take you out and move you over here. But specifically, Jem saw she hasn't, like she said, she hasn't told you this, but Jem saw Kane cutting down the prince and then taking a step forward towards.
I think that's a deal.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't
well,
know by who or when,
Okay.
but Teddy heard some rumors, and he
I
didn't
feel
have any
like
other details. But
I need to talk to this Teddy person, but like at a different time.
He's dealing
I
with some
need to talk to
vampires
Teddy
right now, or some werewolves right now. He can't really come to the
Aren't
phone.
we
Um,
Currently
he said he
dealing
was
in
gonna
with
stick
werewolves,
around for a while because I think he falls under the normal kindred thing where it takes like ages to do anything.
and they're
whereas we are,
unconcerned
like,
with speeding it up.
where we're like kindred on crack, just going and going.
I have news.
like,
Oh
in this
no. Why? Why did Kindred on crack make you pipe up?
Sorry, no, that's not. I also have news. If I didn't know one to make a big deal about it, I'm gonna tell you we're gonna move on. All right? Cool. Me and Duncan broke up.
Oh.
But yeah, that happened. It was fine. It was mutual. We're fine.
Do we need to kill him?
No,
She's
Okay.
Siren already has her drumstick out.
no.
I'm slowly
Using
kicking
the celerity, just-
forward, arms out.
And the hand just like
Yeah, it's just
appears.
in the hand. I didn't. Whoops.
I will hug Jim to give a little pat. It is okay. We never had time together with the normal coterie, let alone me being scored. So,
Skewerage.
good. How? Listen.
I say it wrong. I just
He
I
does.
can't.
Yes.
I'm just.
You're
I'm
saying
gonna-
it correctly.
Okay.
He
I'm gonna
says
start
it
calling
wrong.
myself the executioner, and because that's less threatening.
Yeah.
There's not enough time in the night.
So wait, what were the Forsaken called before they were the Forsaken?
Undead.
And before, but like the Arthas called them the.
Lordaerons?
No, okay, never
No,
mind.
I don't know.
I was gonna try to get you to a word. Never mind. We'll worry about it later.
Urge.
The Scourge.
Oh, the Scourge. Yeah.
Hey,
So you
hey,
can say
hey!
it.
Can you try to mount up here? You can't.
This is how we teach you. This is how we
Come
teach
play
you.
World of Warcraft, you guys.
Guys, it's a whole thing.
You invite code, you let me know. We'll
yeah.
bring you back.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Okay. If you're okay, then that's okay.
I am sad, but okay. I will be okay.
I mean, okay.
Okay.
Do we need to go beat somebody up to make you not feel sad anymore?
I am always willing to punch someone in the face. But I feel like we have bigger issues on the table at the moment.
No. This may
For-
be the
for
humanity talking.
reference.
This may be the humanity talking, but I feel like the mental health of the Scourge is pretty damn important to all the bigger issues. So, if we need to spend a night beating shit up,
It's not a mental. It's fine.
So Victor has explained that he is aware of Fight Club. And what he told you about that was in no way stopping you from going. He did say that you would, if you wanted to fight, you would have your choice of fighters, because everybody would line up or
Take
have
it,
to
the Scourge is
willingly
not the
say, I know I'm not good enough to take down the Scourge.
But also, if someone wins against me, that's a bad look.
That's a bad thing. Yeah.
That's fair.
Oh, he talked about the politics of that, of like showing a little bit of favoritism of letting them win.
is this a Knight's Tale situation with the prince? No one wants to actually fight him.
Maybe.
He willingly
Kind of.
endangers himself.
Thank you. It was like I would step right the fuck up, and then I would get
Dude,
shanked.
I have fan fiction written about Edward the Black Prince. I don't want to talk about
I
it.
love you.
I don't like to talk about it, but after the game, we should have a conversation.
So, so speaking of those bigger things to deal with,
Yes.
so we have the Second Inquisition that's still here.
Yeah.
Yep.
We have whatever is underneath the Hard Rock,
Yes.
which also Teddy knew about. By the way, he didn't know
Yeah.
what it was, just
But
that
he
something
also
was
didn't
there.
seem terribly worried about it.
Correct, and he also said that there's no way that it was an antediluvian.
Yeah.
Although I don't know if I believe him.
That was my fear. Still banned from going there. Specifically.
Yeah, but we have the Scourge with us.
Listen, I just got this job, but also you're correct.
Like, come on.
And if
We got
I
this going.
think
No one saw the prince angry since episode 1.
we can, if you want to piss off the prince, sure, let's go. But that's up to you.
You
I don't know,
showed
maybe the
mild
Second
irritation by
Inquisition is at the church.
decapitating someone.
Maybe the Second Inquisition is in the basement of the Hard Rock. I don't know.
Imagine.
But so we have the Second Inquisition.
Yeah.
We have the forbidden basement. What else? What else is on our plate? Now that
Kane.
we've dealt with Kane.
Kane's
yeah.
not on the plate.
Kane's the dessert.
I don't.
He is the table.
Kane is the table.
He is the table. So is it
Okay.
really
Somewhere
just those
Kane's
two
ear
things?
twitches.
I mean,
We're just
Oh,
out
yeah,
here
guys, you know what's-
disrespecting the ancients like it's no big deal, and they're gonna
Yeah.
come for
They
us.
Teddy's-
can't
Fine, they're all
hear
fake.
us.
Teddy
I
said
don't-
it was unlikely it was an antediluvian, but it could be a Methuselah. Like,
Yeah.
I think that makes it a table leg at that point. I think the whole ego thing is getting calmed down. So
That's good.
that's good.
Do we only have
Did-
2 problems?
I know,
Yeah,
right?
but
Do we only have
I know,
2?
right?
That doesn't sound
One
like
is an
us.
immortal problem. but
Doesn't
sure,
sound
yeah,
like us.
say
exactly.
it like it's, small.
Yeah, they're not small problems. There's only 2.
Yeah. Did Jem tell us that about her excursion with Rebecca Chase and the conversations about ego? Or no?
I tell you guys, like I've told you guys that I'm spending time with her. I go there like once a week.
Okay.
Then I definitely mentioned that she drained her pool and that she was asking about Kat or about Liz.
Why? What?
No, she wanted to know why you don't like her so much.
Roll me a intelligence awareness, Gem.
I said what I said.
You did, but you didn't piece together something that she was asking about, but putting some of those dots that you just listed together like that.
Oh shit. So 2 successes.
Okay. So the blood pool, the questions about Kat and or Liz, and then talking about
But the
well,
player
she was
behind
asking
Liz.
about Kat, and then Jem corrected and said Liz. Um,
She asked about Meg. It was weird.
it was weird.
Who's Meg?
Whenever those vampires break the fourth wall, it's a little unnerving.
I'd like to think that we are our characters' beast names.
I fully
I
accept
love
that.
that. Yeah, no,
Please and
100%.
thank
I
you.
love that so
Yes.
much.
Megan's Jem's beast. Yeah, she's very disappointed.
Blood pool, Liz, cults.
Parties.
Those are the dots that you kind of draw together. Like she was swimming around that cult area every time that she would get drunk. That topic would just kind of come up of like blood pool, and yes, I finally cleaned it. No, we really did, get our parties stopped because we can't have a little sleepover and a little pool party.
Cheers that.
Is everybody in New Orleans an ex-Sabat? God damn.
Or
I mean,
there's a
probably.
very fun Ventrue cult somewhere around here.
Yeah, but I told her she might want to get ego in check, and she seemed a little concerned about that. So she also called her Candy.
That's fun.
That's cute.
So
Siren
hopefully
just
that-
chokes on her drink.
So hopefully that's getting taken care of.
Oh, well, I asked her what's drain her pool. She did that, then we're good.
She did.
We're fine. And I'm fun. I'm very fun.
No one
That's
said
true,
you're not
you are.
fun.
She did. I'm wasting everyone's fun. I'm very
She
fun.
didn't say you weren't fun. She just implied it.
Well, she can
She's
imply that
Kendrick.
stick out of her ass. Anyway.
I think that's what Candy does.
No, in, not out.
In
Well,
and
that's-
out.
It's got to come out eventually.
You don't know that.
Oh God.
But
I ask again.
anyway.
I ask again. For
They
people who
are
have that
immortal.
skin shifting thing, does anything ever have to come out?
She doesn't have it.
Neither of them do.
I don't know what the Nos can do, y'all. I've just been assuming.
Fair.
Oh yeah.
We
don't know
watched
what
Teddy
they
do it.
That's true.
So, yeah.
I just simply realized I can fleshcraft my own dick. Anyway.
Yes, I said that week 1! I said that the first time flesh crafting came up! Why did I
Those
beat you
Amici
to
sex
that?
tours are real weird.
No, I have a question for Kat.
Oh.
Why did Pixie beat you to that? I am so much more vanilla than you. I'm disappointed in you.
You're allowed to be disappointed in me.
I
It's
am.
embarrassing. Why did Pixie have to beat you off?
Yeah.
Every day I ask, and every day I am denied.
I kink bossed too close to the sun and I got burned. I'm so sorry.
So, Vampire the Masquerade, that's the game we're playing.
Voodoo, we appreciate you.
I don't tell anybody about my cane
Valid.
vision.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
You tell them about the fanfic, though.
What fanfic? The Bible?
The Bible?
No, I was like, I don't tell them about the memory, but I do show them all these handwritten journals I have.
So we're having...
Cain X Abel.
Oh, that I were that plant.
Brotherly love.
Brotherly love. Oh. And then this is just like personal stupid stuff. I bought a house. Well, no, I didn't buy a house. I was gifted a house.
Oh.
I love this
Yeah.
for you. This is...
Thank you. It has a
Good for
pool for no reason.
Gonna fill it with blood?
Obviously. First thing I do.
Good choice.
Okay.
Good choice.
Thank you.
Just to
It's like,
just
oh,
to spit it in
Rebecca
Rebecca's
Chase can't
face.
do it, but it's a good
No,
choice.
it's fine for our coterie only. We're the
Yeah,
only
yeah.
ones allowed to have blood cults.
We get
No,
special
I-
privileges. We're the hounds.
Rebecca Trace gets yelled at. You get a... Jim, come on.
I'm gonna fill it with blood. I'm gonna take a Snapchat picture of Liz by the pool and send it to Rebecca.
And then immediately drain it.
Immediately drain it.
Oh,
And deny it
Proof of a
every day.
masquerade breach of the scourge. Thank you, Jim. Thank you. Let me go ahead and
It's a Snapchat.
shake it off. Shake off
As
that
if you
Polaroid.
can't save us.
Yo, you can. We'll just know. Like that's the trick. It's not that you can't save them. It's just
She
that
gets
you
one of
can
her-
paper trail it.
She gets one of her ghouls. Give me your phone, Bob.
Just take a
Click.
picture of a phone.
Hey, remember when you didn't release your kid and he killed a lot of people? That's
Yeah.
your fault.
Yeah.
So let's play that game.
That was why she was leaving very quickly. It was like,
Yeah. Because technically you should have died, my guy.
Yeah.
But we're gonna
We're just gonna scoot
Yeah.
past that.
squeeze back.
But you know, was
I
it
played that in
really
my pocket.
Addison?
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
who knows?
Yes.
Can't prove it.
Yes.
I killed him. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're next, bitch. Anyway.
Okay, so is it really just those two things? Is that it?
And
Stop
anything you guys
asking
wanna do.
like we want more problems. I know there's
Well,
something
it's-
we're forgetting,
Hey,
but
tackle
right now,
Bane, tackle the second Inquisition or drive whatever store. Do you want to take over New Orleans? Do you want to?
This isn't hidden.
This
This
is
is Jace being
in
like.
no, I know, I'm
accurate.
kidding.
Yeah.
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 I honestly, wherever we are, Second Inquisition's gonna be there. So there's not a let's get rid of all of them. They're like cockroaches. They haven't
Yeah.
really gone.
Here's a
So let's
question
stay
that I'm
in with
sure
those
has been
then.
asked a lot of times. Can we simply infiltrate them?
It's hard.
No.
But
sent-
not
I know about
impossible.
it not impossible, but
I sent Oscar to the church, and he was escorted out almost immediately.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about finding ways to, between all the gifts that we have, manipulate someone in the higher up so that we can just kind of keep an eye on their actions in general.
It's hard.
Yeah, but not impossible.
You could try.
It's that or keep fighting them off the rest of our own lives.
I mean, I know who I'd like
Liz
to pick.
would have
I know, baby.
horror stories of the Sabbat saying the Camarilla used similar tricks to what Pixie's describing against the Sabbats.
Oh, cool. This
they-
changes the entire story here.
They
Excellent.
always get caught.
Got it.
But you ghoul someone close to the person you want to continue going inside that building, and then threaten, "We'll kill your family," that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You've got to find someone with something to lose outside of the church.
Yeah.
You've got to find someone who still has things to live for that don't have to do with
But
the
still
second
has
Inquisition.
knowledge of.
But
the
still
true
is exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta, because that's the thing, is if they know we're here, it's about, and this is in character, is if they know we're here and we are planning on something, it's a, you know, when you would call a line from another line and use that line to call another line in spy movies, so it takes them a while to backtrace where you're actually calling from. That's what it feels like we'd have to do with ghoul dominoes, of having this person have a ghoul that does all the errands but not knowing who we are necessarily, but still following the track. So it's harder to track back to us specifically.
Compartmentalization. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
hard, but not impossible.
Yeah.
But also, at that point, okay, so let's think about this logically.
Oh, that's unnerving coming from you.
What is end goal? We know we can't eradicate them. So
Unfortunately
what
for
are we-
me, I think end goal is just know which direction the storm is coming from.
I wonder
Or
moment
throw
there
them
is
in a
no-
different direction.
if we. So the biggest reason why we're dealing with them is because we think that they are going to actively start hunting us in this city, right? So we aren't getting rid of them as our end goal. We are delaying the war, I guess.
And they seem to be very active in the impoverished
the-
areas.
Yeah, plus we've seen such an uptick in the faux social work recently.
I'm gonna try to look at Father James real quick.
Okay. Okay. Roll me a rouse check. Let's see what you get.
Counterpoint, I don't. You just tell me what I want to know.
Okay. He's alive and well and
Oh no.
So that was a 1.
okay.
So I think you just get hungrier, but you still do it,
Yeah.
right?
She's going to have a premonition. So every time.
Oh, you
So
gonna?
the way that I choose to do it is, if Pixie were to activate celerity,
Uh-huh.
there's no chance that that's going to fail. You know, if you're rousing the blood to do something, it's going to work. But to what extent?
Mm-hmm.
So it's late at night for the rest of the kind, and you sit there and you press your thoughts to Father James Callahan,
It's not tattooed on me anymore.
and you every night you just redo the same tattoo.
She's
I can
learned how to stick
craft
and
it
poke.
into you.
Yeah.
It'll stay if I do it, but then you
Yeah.
have to tell me that you're doing it.
Interesting. Okay.
You press your mind to the thought of him and the thought of you briefly meeting him in the coffee shop, and you're taken back to that moment. And a little bit before, you see Jace coming out of that same coffee shop, but it's like a faded image of Jace
Jason's second Inquisition, kill him.
over top the rest of the very real imagery of you walking down the street. You see a faded, almost ghost-like view of Jace coming out of that same coffee shop, and it's almost like he's at a different time speed than everyone else as well. And you go in the coffee shop. And you sit. And you recall those moments with the priest. And then your vision drops away. And you feel yourself falling and falling. And you feel sand on your bare feet. And you open your eyes, and it is a beautiful sunlit day. And you're on the beach. You look around, and it's probably noon. How high the sun is in the sky. You look down at your body, and you're in a swimsuit. The sand stuck to the bottom of your feet as you walk from just walking out of the ocean. And there in front of you, you see laying down in a pair of swim trunks, sipping some iced drink, is Father James.
No.
What do you do?
In the vision? I can interact in the vision?
You are right now, you felt yourself walking, and when your vision turned, you're on the beach in the sunlight.
Hi.
Hi.
Huh.
Care for a drink?
Sure.
And he opens up a cooler, and this is like a small little igloo cooler, a non-sponsored, and he opens it up and pulls out, just reaches in and pulls out a long-stemmed champagne glass. It's too long for the igloo.
He Mary Poppins it? Okay.
And he hands it to you, and it's the tube of, like a little flute of champagne. And he kind of pats the blanket next to him.
Yeah, I'm sitting.
Okay. So, did you enjoy your swim? I didn't even see you get out of the water.
Yeah, it was great.
And he drinks. The rest of you guys are sitting around the table
As I start to drool.
talking to Jem, and you see her eyes kind of glaze over.
Oh.
Oh.
And you're like, okay.
Yeah, no,
In a
she's doing the
second.
thing. All right.
In a second or two? Okay. All right.
I start timing it. I want a scientific research.
You
on
just,
how
your
long-
notebook is now just numbers and dates, and we know what it means, but it's not a
Yeah.
breach. Like, it's just vision timers.
Like a full minute goes by,
Ooh.
That was a long
that
one.
long?
Yeah.
and then
That's longer
and
than
then
normal.
hold on, and then another minute goes by.
Oh no.
This is definitely longer than any time you've ever seen her be in a trance.
Siren looks around. She goes,
Ooh.
"Is she stuck? Should we slap her?"
I like 5 minutes. We'll wake her up.
At 15 after, we'll call her and make sure she knows where she's supposed to be.
We'll message her on Discord a couple of times. It's fine.
I hate you guys so much.
You love us so much.
Is that what this is? Is that what this is? Okay. Am I
You
back
guys
in?
do.
Oh, never mind. Okay. I'm gonna hold on. No.
Oh no.
I mean,
Hey.
I assume we just waited out, right?
I feel like I need to call someone. I feel like we should call someone.
I
I
think
think
give her time.
if something bad is happening, Lucy or the prince will text us, I think.
They can
Right?
feel it. They can usually feel when those things are going on.
I look at my phone. Nothing.
Give her a couple minutes. I'm
gonna give it 5 minutes. And
Yeah,
then I'm
five
doing
5
something.
minutes, and then we slap her out of it.
Yeah, no. I make a mental note to find a better way to access just from our local security system, like
Okay.
traffic cams in the area. I make a note to set up a network because all I want to do right now is be like, can we watch the church and see if people are leaving from here? But
Oh.
I can't do that because we don't have that kind of technology. So that's what all my downtime's gonna be from here on out. Because I had an idea.
The way that you guys currently have it set up is the only place that shows the front of your bar is your other bar across the street.
That was not
And
what
then
I was
you ha-
asking.
No, I know. I'm just
Okay.
saying that you still have some viewpoints and Matthew's time to be able to go back and look, but it is not as easy as what you were talking about.
Actually,
Uh-oh.
so it has been longer than we expect,
Yes.
and we are obviously concerned about this. So I think Jace is gonna do a thing and see if it works.
Okay.
Because it shouldn't,
It
but he's
shouldn't
gonna
work.
try anyway.
Go ahead.
So he has an aspect skill called Share the Senses.
Okay.
Don't show up to my beach trip, you dick!
And so basically, by reaching out with their mind, the vampire can tap into the senses of another mortal or vampire, seeing, hearing, and feeling what they do. But
Okay.
technically, like, that's the thing, is it shouldn't work because it's not something that one of her physical senses is doing. But I'll try that. I still get my senses and
Yep.
decide how many senses I want to tap into on her. She's
Mhm.
not a stranger, so I don't need that. It is one rouse check.
Okay.
So that's a 7, so that's good. And then resolve plus aspects. And the system is resolve plus aspects to difficulty 3. The difficulty can go up depending on distraction, distance, and other factors.
Okay.
Okay. So resolve is so many. Good God, why do I have such
It's because your
tough
composure,
resolution?
your willpower.
No, my resolve is a separate mental stat, and it's my highest one of my mental stats. What the fuck is wrong with 5 of those?
Can't break his will.
Man, if you ever get tortured, you're golden.
Mhm.
Honestly, god damn.
I will tell
Just
you
send
nothing.
me in, it's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Okay, so what senses are you trying to pick up on? Because it says you can pick up on as many as you want, but which ones are you trying to pick up on?
So, I mean, hearing,
Okay.
feeling, and seeing.
Hearing,
And obviously,
feeling,
but
and
obviously
seeing.
these are supposed to be physical senses. But
So, and the thing is, like you said, the difficulty can go up
Mhm.
depending on distractions. They can also go down when you're dealing with a practically comatose individual, because even someone who is asleep still has some sort of mental barriers and protections. And you don't feel those here. You're ready for the pushback, the resistance, and you feel yourself kind of give away into it. Gem. It's 5 years later.
What?
Oh man, are we getting Father Callahan's tragic backstory?
Days, nights. I can't
You're
hear you. I
muted.
can't hear you.
Have I lived the 5 years, or has
You
it
have
like
lived the
zoomed?
5 years.
Oh.
I've
That's
so
what I
I've
was
been.
getting.
So I've,
Is
I've lived
this
5 years?
so?
with
This is
him.
a Star Trek. This is the flute where he lived a whole life and like what? Okay, fuck.
Okay.
And the days and the nights have gone by.
What?
What would be Jem's dream job? Or would she stay at home and take care of the home while James takes care of the congregation?
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
Your 3 dogs.
Yes.
And then your 3 cats. The father,
Cain and
the
Abel
son,
are
and
the 2
mother.
cats.
Cain and Abel.
Cain and Abel are the hamsters, or the guinea pigs, because they have to be in a pair.
Just a menagerie.
She's taken Liz with her emotionally.
She, okay, then I have a question for her as well. When in her development did she start this dream?
Current development.
Okay, I'm gonna say
You've had these moments where your brain goes, I'm kindred, what the fuck is going on? And then it kind of fades into, you know what, fuck it,
know.
I'm gonna ride out this dream a little bit.
then,
and then-
she's what she actually went to school for, which is sound design, and she's working. I think she does the sound design for the church.
Okay.
Like she's the tech person for the church.
Okay. Now, are you religious? Have you found
No.
God? I didn't
No.
think so. And so you invite some of your friends over, and to help you out with setting up the sound system, and you know, in walks Siren and Jace and
Mhm.
Liz.
Okay.
You see Victor over there playing on the organ while you guys are getting set up.
Yeah.
I hate in this dream that we're religious. Jesus fucking Christ.
No, you guys are not.
No, you're my
Victor is.
friends.
Victor is. He's older though. Victor is an older man.
I just needed
And-
help rewiring stuff, so I'm asking you guys to come in.
Yeah.
That's all. It pays.
And you guys do, and you finish up the task, and you're supposed to all to get together tonight for something.
Wine and fellowship.
For something. It was
For Hawaiian fellowship.
it was something.
Okay.
Time kind of doesn't skip forward, but just kind of falls away for you. And next thing you know, you're sitting at a table. Describe through your senses of feel, smell, and hearing.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get sight, but describe what it looks, or the situation as you look around, of all your friends gathered around the table singing happy birthday to you. The smell of the cake.
Oh God.
James have his hand on your shoulder.
Yeah. So it's not cake. It's like cobbler. It's like a fruit cobbler, so it smells like butter and bread and syrupy berries.
That's what you smell, Jace.
And so what is it? God, what are my senses again?
Feeling. So like what it feels like to be seated at the table. Maybe the adrenaline rushing through your body.
Yeah, it feels very like, well, like physically. I think James has like very warm hands, which is, it's like, I think they're like, even for humans they're warm, so it's just this like warmth.
It's radiating warmth.
Warmth on shoulder, and not sight. She's not eating anything yet, so there's no taste.
But he can hear through whatever you're
Yeah.
hearing.
And I think you hear all of your voices singing "Happy Birthday, Jenny."
Jace, you hear this. You hear your verse, your voice
But you hear Jenny.
singing happy
Okay.
birthday.
He like
And siren options up.
of course. he
Fucking obviously, I would be offended, okay?
does.
Jem, you feel this odd sensation behind you over over your shoulder, the same hand that James is. You love having his hand there.
I do.
That feeling is still there. There's something right behind you.
Oh my god, she's Donna Noble.
So I look.
There's
'cause-
nothing there. Just his hand.
I'm sorry, what?
There's nothing there,
It's-
just his hand on your shoulder. You don't see
Just his
anything
hand.
weird. You just
No. a dismembered hand is not weird.
No, you still see James' hand on your shoulder.
Oh no, I meant like I'm fully turning around.
There's nothing there. Nothing from the direction that.
Oh,
Just a weird feeling.
okay.
The ground shakes a little bit.
Oh, it's not supposed to do that. We're in a swamp.
And then it stops. And Jace, you are relieved of your shared senses.
Guys, whenever you're having a stroke, it's supposed to be toast, right? Not cobbler.
Yeah,
That's toast.
that's the common one.
Okay. Cause she's smelling cobbler.
Is there a bakery in
also-
town?
We're all
Okay.
singing happy birthday to her and she has a hot thing on her shoulder.
Yeah, all you would feel is like pressure and warmth,
It's
so you don't
just
know
a
what that is.
All right, well,
It's just
Siren,
a
that's
Did we?
that's enough for Siren. She's just gonna slap her.
It's
Did we
a
forget her
friendly
birthday?
mulligan. It's just resting
No,
on her
yeah,
shoulder.
she's just gonna
haul-
slap
okay,
her. She's
make
just gonna
me
haul off.
Make me a dexterity brawl.
She
Or
goes-
strength brawl.
She
whichever.
goes, well, that's weird enough for me. Well, bam! I was waiting. We were willing to wait. No. Strength brawl.
Honestly, I'm
Oh.
impressed with your restraint.
It was so hard,
You
okay?
get through 5 years, and honestly, I thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm just impressed with you.
We've sat in this room for 5 years.
But we didn't notice. We finally understand why vampires take so long with everything.
Yeah.
0 successes. I fall and miss. Somehow.
No, I mean you're still gonna slap. You're. There's a certain level of like you can't fail that. You've punched things so
Still.
many times.
Yeah.
And also,
It
she's
was
comatose.
ineffective though.
Yeah.
There was this slight hesitation at the last moment, like I don't want to hurt her.
Yes, I do. Let me slap her again.
Well, you slap her, and it's not effective.
You Ted Lasso. Oh, I forgot. I'm left-handed.
Oh, right. Yes, that.
It's the only scene I've seen, and it's the best scene.
It's really not. There's so much.
Do you want to try slapping her again?
Yes.
What do you want? Okay.
Before she gets there, can I try to push the vision further and see what more I can see?
Not at the moment, but what I would like you to do is roll me a rouse check.
No. I'm gonna eat Jane.
You're not gonna get hungrier off this. I just need
Mother. Yeah, that's another one.
Okay.
The dice don't like us tonight, guys.
I'm gonna eat James. I'm gonna eat that man.
No,
Yeah.
you're not getting hungrier. You're not getting hungry. Okay.
I have my slap roll when you're ready.
Yeah. What did you get to slap her?
1 success, possible bestial failure.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
I'm getting
So
hungrier.
here's-
I'm.
You're not going
Liz
to
is just
add
sitting back
to.
watching her.
You're not going to add to this issue.
She turns around at that. She feels Liz's eyes on her, and she goes, "She made me think I hurt her. It's time to return the favor." All right.
But with your
Now we're
with
even.
with your lack of success the first time and your bestial failure on the second time.
Fuck me. And 1 success.
1 success and possible
Yes.
bestial failure. Which is what you got.
Yeah.
Jim, it has been 10 years
Oh my
since that
God.
birthday.
So
It's the
15 total? Goddamn.
15
She's lived
years
15. Oh my god.
This is officially her longest relationship.
with James.
That's heartbreaking, and I want to
rolled a
cry
1.
now.
You rolled a 1, and she.
I know. Break me. Let's go.
Jesus, long.
Do you guys have kids?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think
What-
so.
Describe
Yeah.
to me how your life has progressed in the last 10 years.
Well, because he's not a priest, so he's, but you did say we have a church, so he's just preacher?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think we have, like, a mega church deal. But, and we're just outside of New Orleans. We're still in Louisiana. But we have, like, a decent, setup. I think, we've opened not a school, like a church school,
Mhm.
but a center, like for after school programs and before school. So we do like daycare
Mhm.
and do music and art for kids.
And as you look at the
Like,
building,
we provide programs that the schools themselves don't have funding for.
and as you look at this center that you guys have built with your blood, sweat, and tears, it's just Jim and Jen's. You're looking at this center.
Yeah.
What strong emotions are you feeling in this moment?
She's proud. And she feels very loved.
Siren, that's what you pick up on with your bestial failure of your sense emotions goes off, and that's the sensation that you get from her.
She stops before she tries something new. And it's a feeling of love she recognizes that she hasn't felt in a very long time. And that it is innocent and new and different and long-term. And there's a little bit of a blood tear that she wipes away really quickly before she whispers very softly, "I'm sorry for this." And I'm going to try to Daughter of the Cacophony scream through her dream and get her.
Okay. I'm going to give you one word to
Okay.
push through. So
It-
roll me a rouse check.
Okay. Just one. Success.
Okay. Roll me a charisma performance.
This is where all my dice live, so
Yeah.
this is where all my dice live. Not 78, 8. There we go.
78.
I got 300 successes. I got a lot of damage.
Oh my god.
6 successes with a possible messy crit.
What's your one word?
Vampire. If she's ignoring it while she's in there, she needs to remember what she is.
Okay. You walk into the center. You see Jim. He's back here in the
Is Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
He's there in the back. And you see him put down one of the little kiddos. You look at him and God, you love him.
Yeah, I do.
And you feel that love just sink into you, and it radiates, and then it fades, and you get this hollow feeling where that love was. The hollowness becomes a hunger. Hunger becomes thirst. Hunger and thirst become pain in your throat and in your head. And you hear one word: vampire. And you look up at Jimmy. You're so hungry. You haven't fed in years. In this moment, you know, at the very least, you're going to feed off of the man you spent the last 15 years with.
Yep.
At worst, the whole center.
Yep.
What would you like to do to stop that?
It's daylight, right?
It's daylight.
I'm gonna try to walk outside.
Okay. In that moment, Jimmy's looking at you as he puts the kid down, and he sees you, and he smiles. It's that warmth, that radiating love that you felt. And he looks confused for a second. And he looks up to you. He takes one step back, just shifting his weight away from you. And as you turn away, the door opens and you see the sunlight coming in on that nice, beautiful day. And you hear feet running on the tile behind you. As you walk into the sun, all you hear is, "No!" As he runs to try to stop you. And you wake up.
Right when Siren comes up, can I activate Sense the Beast?
Yeah.
Trying to see if there's anything other than Jim.
It's just them.
Okay.
You sense Jem's beast is confused and hurt.
Siren throws her arms around Jem and just squeezes so fucking hard. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry.
What happened?
You've been out for 5 minutes.
Yeah, maybe 5 minutes.
You've been out for like 5 minutes?
Do I know where I am?
You do. You remember this so many years ago.
Oh, God.
It's right before you went to go for a swim.
Oh, God.
Lay down.
Let me ask you this. What is your current humanity at? You heard him. Lay down.
That is a very good idea. We should all lay down. It's at a 6, I believe.
Okay. You're going to gain 2 humanity. 1 humanity for never trying to leave. Never giving in. And 1 dot of humanity for choosing to save part of humanity that is sworn to destroy you. You did it for love. So that can make you hurt even more with your new humanity.
Yeah, no, this ain't great. She's not fighting the hug or anything. She's just, yeah. What? I'm so sorry. What were we talking about?
This, do you want to talk about what happened?
No, I don't know what? I'm sorry,
Well, you're okay.
Nothing we can talk about right now. Can't wait till tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. What were we talking about?
Nothing. Drink specials.
Okay.
We were just making plans, no big deal. Just stuff. Nothing consequential.
I'm
I
gonna
think
try...
she's gonna she's trying so hard to shift the conversation. She's like, drink
No, I
specials
know.
are really important.
Yeah.
So she's gonna focus on drink specials are consequential, Jace. Jem puts a lot of work into it, right, Jem? Don't you put a lot of work in your drink specials? Tell him your favorite one right now.
I'm gonna try really hard to remember what we were talking about.
God God damn it!
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to make a willpower to do this.
Okay, I have so much of it. Nothing but willpower at this point. It should just be the button.
Mhm.
Yes.
What'd you get?
2 successes.
Okay. 2 successes is not enough. But you remember this night. Because you remember telling Liz about Rebecca Chase.
Rebecca.
And then you remember talking to the rest of the coterie. And then talking about what to do in New Orleans.
Okay.
That's all you can remember.
We were talking about Rebecca. We were.
We're just making sure that she trained her pool.
She did.
She did.
And she asked about you.
Why? That's weird.
She said that she wished. She said she didn't know why you didn't like her.
Well, needs to remove the stick up her ass. Maybe I like her more.
That's Candy's job.
And we're back. Good. Reset.
That's Megan trying desperately to think, what the fuck did I say? I don't listen to myself when I talk. What did I just say 20 minutes ago? Jesus Christ. Candide, we need to go talk to the NOS.
Okay.
We need to talk to the NOS. They work with the homeless.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
And
That's
if-
a good idea.
And if
definitely.
Why does the
If-
homeless matter?
Because that's where the church was.
We're internal beast to Gem.
Oh,
Why does-
fuck!
Why does the homeless matter?
because he's
Nos to homeless. Homeless.
there to Jimmy.
I want you.
Oh no! No!
You are going to automatically fail a hunger roll. As
Oh,
the
no.
hollow sensation and pain comes back as you recall the last 15 years of your life in a flash.
Oh.
Do you have the bleeding out the eyes when you're hungry thing, or is that just Liz?
Just Liz.
God damn
But
it.
your failure was your brain trying to protect itself from remembering that you were talking about the Second Inquisition.
I have to go eat something. I have to go eat something.
Okay.
I'm okay. And she like kind of snaps back into Jen. She's like,
No
I'm-
insight roll necessary. She's definitely most not okay.
Yeah, no, we got that. Thank you.
Can be now, but all of that
excuse
she
me,
can't.
I'm being really strong.
I can
snap
compartmentalize.
back
I
into
can
it.
disassociate so good.
Oh,
Like,
you don't even know. It's superpower. I can disassociate.
it's so good.
Yeah, I could.
Need a shirt.
Hey, shirt.
I actually need a bite too, so I'll go with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, and do I know that there's stuff you can and can't eat? Yes, because I put together food for the party.
Yeah, I
Yes.
can't eat religious people.
And that's
Okay.
all JC. We cannot ever go out together, guys.
Yeah.
Not as a
Sure we
group.
can. We can just get a smorgasbord.
There you go. A smorgasbord.
We get a
You
sample.
take the priest, I'll take the atheist. We're good.
We've got them the shots set up on a scale of belief, true believer to true atheist, and it's like color coded.
Yeah.
It's almost like you guys want to be the Second Inquisition. Coming next campaign, Inquisition in New
I call Brennan.
I think it'd
fucking
be funny if we did Oops All Ghouls. I think that'd be a hilarious show. Anyway.
Yeah, let's. Yeah, I need to. I'm okay. I just need to eat something.
Yeah, I feel like if I get any hungrier than I am right now, I'm gonna start bleeding out every orifice in my body. So we should go.
Let's not do that.
Okay.
Looks at my 3
Who's
hunger.
going feeding? Who's going feeding? Nobody wants to dine and dash? Okay. Where are you two guys going for food?
That
Does
is an
Siren want to go?
question.
Okay.
Fuck.
You know that you could reduce some of the excess wildlife population in the reserve. However, it's not as an immediate rush and fed feeling as feeding on kind. But it's easier.
I need to eat someone. I don't need to necessarily eat, but I need to feed off of someone.
I feel like if eating animals like cannibalism, so I get it.
You can feed down to a reasonable level off of Ryan.
Yeah.
as your goal.
Oh, Ryan, no. I had a rough night. I'm not putting her through anymore. Also, she's scared of Ryan because Ryan was like kind of a wild card to begin with, and now she's got some like spicy mouth stuff that she has
Extra
no
mouth.
control over.
And also, she's been intense anytime you guys have talked.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't necessarily. No, not Ryan.
We'll find some jackass in an alley. That's all.
I love eating ass in an alley. Let's go do that.
Bunch.
That's
Okay,
her favorite one.
Jackass, ass, I don't care. Let's go.
So you guys are gonna go down towards kind of like Vegas's area.
Is that okay?
Yeah, it's where you know you can pick up enough drunk assholes, and Vegas is not gonna mind you guys.
Okay.
He's not gonna consider it poaching.
Okay. That was. I was
Um,
like, because I know normally when we do that, we have Siren with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get.
You
in trouble.
guys aren't. No. So one, you guys are the hounds. Two, nobody else
Well,
really has domains here.
She's the scourge.
So she's the scourge. So there's not a lot of time that you would be poaching because not everybody has domains. Like you'd have to be in
Okay.
Vegas's club or in your bar, somebody drinking from your
I mean,
current
Sure.
population.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem. You guys feed. Gem, roll me a wits awareness.
Okay. Do.
And is Liz looking for anything specific? Just somebody without crosses.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. So I got.
and she's more watching Jim than
Yeah.
anyone really.
Gem seems fine. After she said, "Okay, I'm good, but I need to go feed," she seems like she's good.
I got 3 successes
Three
and then rolled
successes.
3 ones.
Okay. It's not going to stop you from feeding at all. You're going to be able to feed down as much as you would like.
Is
How
2
many-
gonna kill someone?
No, two won't. 2 will give them a bad hangover or a bad
Okay.
headache. 3 will give them a hangover. 4 they might need a doctor. 5 they're dead. 4 they will need a doctor. 5 they're dead.
Well, I can't do 5.
So you give them like a solid headache.
I'll go
Right,
3.
You
two.
can always feed
3?
5. You won't
Yeah, you could
go
feed
to
5.
Oh
negative.
no, yeah,
so
but
you
I don't
can
want to kill
kill.
somebody right now. I just kind of want
I
to
just
not.
want my humanity back. Yeah,
Oh,
you
I
do.
don't want humanity. This is bullshit.
He said got. We just got it
You-
back.
You just got it back.
Oh, I thought
Um,
you said I just wanted.
I mean, hey, you want to start murking people? That's a real good way to drop your humanity down.
No.
You want to not feel some pain? You can take a humanity loss real quick.
No, because the person I'd call to fix it is in. And I don't want to do that right now either.
Yeah.
I just got out of a 15-year relationship. How am I supposed to
Yeah.
go back to my boyfriend?
Yeah. So you do.
Your
You
smelly,
feed.
smelly boyfriend.
As
As
you're kind of like- as you're relaxing this man down to like a seated position because you push him against the wall. As you go to lick the wound clean, you kind of set him down. You look, and he's got the face is different, but he's got the same hair,
He's got
the
he's
same
ginger.
red hair.
Oh no! I'm sorry.
A
I'm
bad
sorry.
perception will just let your mind pick a random target,
I'm so sorry, baby. I'm sorry.
Jim.
and you know it's not him, but it's the same hair as his, the same color. He wouldn't style it like that, but
No, and she starts fixing it.
Meanwhile, Jason and Siren are just still up in the VIP area, just like talking, like, you know how to play poker? I feel like you'd be good at it. You want to learn? Like, she
We're
just,
getting coffee.
oh, we could actually get coffee.
Y'all's turn to get coffee.
It is. It's nice.
It is
hey,
Siren's
that'll
turn
leave
to
the only
coffee.
person not
Siren
to be in
has
the Second
never-
Inquisition Cafe is Liz.
Siren's never
I would
just
never
had
do
a night off.
cafe.
Like
True, you have not.
Liz has had a night off working on motorcycle shit and just being out of the picture for a minute.
Yeah.
Siren's goddamn
Siren
never.
is not.
Okay.
That's right. She shows up. She puts numbers on the paint every night or whatever.
Jen,
So what do you two
you
do?
good?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
You
I'm
don't
sorry.
have to be sorry.
I don't know what to do. I'm full and I don't know what to do.
What do you want to do?
I want. I don't know. I don't know. I was happy. It was perfect. I was happy. He was handsome and warm, and everything was right. And now it's not real. And it's gone, but it was real, and I'm crazy. And his hair was wrong, and I had to fix it. And oh God,
It looks better this way.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Liz walks over and just holds out her hand.
Hand.
She just holds your hand. Why don't you show me your new house?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I take her to the house and show her all of the stuff that I put up that kind of reminds me of id. It's all it's all pictures of like it's wallpaper of sun and like
Roll me a
Southern California. Jesus
willpower
Christ, no.
check.
No more. No more.
Roll me a willpower check.
You roll me a willpower check, you son of a bitch. Oh, come on.
What'd you get?
Leave
One,
my girl alone.
Okay.
one, but no.
What?
I got one success, but no ones.
Hey, one success is all I need.
These ones.
You guys are walking down the street, and for a second you're like, oh, I gotta cross over the street and go down. And your mind stops you. And you turn left. Muscle memory
Because-
wanted to make you turn right.
What's right? The
The
church?
house you used to live on. With Jimmy.
No! God damn my life.
She's gonna kill Jimmy when she sees him next. You know this, right? It's gonna be murder on
Leave
site.
Brittany alone.
Leave Brittany alone.
Hey, you lived through 15 years and then, oh shit, that was fake. No, she
Brennan
forgets
Lee
to turn
Mulligan.
left.
With Brennan Lee Mulligan. With
That's
the most
true.
perfect loaf of bread in the world. And you know that man eats pussy like a champ. Jim was happy.
Not to add to the trauma, but it does also seem like Dream version of him knew what you were, because he tried to stop you from running into
The
the
very
sun.
end.
Which is worse. You're welcome.
I went full Anakin. And he tried to stop me. So we go to the house.
Yeah,
The right one.
Mm-hmm.
the right one.
And yeah, she shows, but there's a lot of id unconsciously in the house, which is
Mhm.
And it's
Maybe
almost
good.
like going back to like you and your ex's place. A little bit.
oh god.
Like there's
Did I-
there's no hate you feel for any of these objects.
Yeah,
It's just it's a long time since you've seen them.
these were good memories. Jim, it was yesterday. Jimmy was literally here yesterday.
Jim, he was literally inside of you 8 hours ago.
He left his shirt here. Jimmy was wearing this yesterday. I saw him. Oh, so long ago. My God.
Sometimes I can still hear his voice.
That's
Quit
why they
telling
think we're
everyone I'm
crazy.
dead.
We
Quit
dreamed
calling
live for
everyone
15
dead.
years. Okay.
Uh,
But yeah, and yeah, shows are around. In my mind, it's the same layout as the house in that the witches live in American Horror Story.
Ah, yes,
Ms.
wonderful.
Robichaud's. Yeah.
it's very similar to layout how you decorated your house.
Don't. I swear to Christ, if you don't shut your bearded mouth. Yeah,
The
there's
rest of
a, there's a
time
lot of
basically-
stuff that's very because I think like a lot of the furniture that I have is some of them are pieces that I've had forever.
It's
So
your
it-
mind making up all of that.
Yeah,
So,
so it's like there's like the table that I bought in college that Jen
Mhm.
still has, so that definitely moved to Jenny's house.
yeah.
Mhm.
Gotta get rid of that table now. Good
Should
table.
I? Do you want me to call it? You want him here?
I don't know.
Okay.
You're gonna think I'm crazy. I was with him. I was with Jimmy for years. It was real. I remember all of it. I remember breakfast and how he takes his coffee. He drinks tea.
Mhm.
But that was the joke. We would go get coffee and they would ask him how he took it and he'd say, "No, I just drink tea." And the kind of candy we would give out on Halloween.
Because he's on the cool preachers.
Yes, oh absolutely. Full bars. Full bars.
Yeah.
And I remember his house slippers. I remember all of it, and it was yesterday. It was just here, and now it's. But it's not, and it wasn't. It wasn't real, but it was real.
It was real.
And oh God, I miss him so much. But if I saw him, he wouldn't know who I was. It's.
It was real.
But it's gone.
And now you need to mourn it. And if anyone knows being with someone for a really long time, then being gone in a blink of an eye, God, it's me. It's okay to mourn it because it was real.
Okay. Okay. So, I've never actually, been with someone that long and then not had it. So what do you do after, this? Like, am I supposed to get drunk and get a tattoo, or?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I
I
can't
moved
do
to an
any of
entirely
those.
different city and got immediately put into a group of people that I had no idea about. But
Right,
I don't
right.
think you can do that.
Well, I don't want to.
Yeah, I
don't-
kind of like you around, so I don't suggest going to
I
another
don't-
city.
I just got good with Siren. I can't leave her.
Exactly.
And Jace.
Everyone's good with Jace. Jace has done nothing wrong in his life.
One day she'll get good with Jace. It's fine. She's still working on him.
He's my ungettable get, you know what I mean? When I'm finally good with Jace, then I can move on.
He's an untamable stallion. Come on.
Girl, let him go. He's too wild.
We blush of life. We drink as many shots as possible. And
Can we go to Vegas' strip club?
yes, If
just want-
anything's gonna fix this, it's gonna be titties. Let's go.
I just want to look at strippers
That's very fair.
who are now a member of Actors Equity in California. Congratulations, y'all. Good for you. Let's union up, ladies. And Vegas, they're coming for you next. Not Vegas, Las Vegas.
So our Vegas is very pro-union.
Oh yeah.
He
Vegas, they're
wants
coming for you next.
all opinions voiced so he can adequately make a better business.
That man pays like a champ.
I will
too.
text Vegas to let them know that we're coming to look at titties, and it's
Okay.
nothing official, so don't freak out when we walk in.
He sends
We
you a
are
thumbs up.
officially coming to look at titties.
These are
Siren and-
hound business in Tittyville. That's
Yeah.
very
If we're
specific.
gonna do that, we need to get FBI female body inspector.
It's on. That's where
No.
we're ending tonight.
Me
No.
and Jim will look at titties.
Yeah.
Okay, so Siren and Jace, would you also like to look at titties?
Jason,
Or
we know that, but
Siren will, after the two of them leave, Siren sits there for a minute with Jace, and she waits till they're out of vampiric earshot.
Mhm.
And she looks at him and she says, I don't know what you saw or felt, but she has never felt love like whatever was going on in the Madness Network in her life. And I took her away from it. What can that place do?
I
What?
don't know. That. I mean, so far, everything that she's told us about that she's seen has just been like. A lot of it's just kind of been ideas taken shape, I guess.
It constantly feels like when she's having those, it's like what scientific journals describe near-death experiences feeling like. Every fucking time, it's like she lives through and it's not just the seeing things.
Yeah.
It's the intensity of what she's seeing. And I say that as someone who specializes in emotions. That's not normal.
Yeah, that one was long too.
Yeah.
I can see what I can find out about other Malks and how their visions go, and also Tremors can do it too. I can't, but Tremors can. I can see if there's. I don't know if Iris does, but I can see if she does, and if she can kind of tell me what it's like. See if gems are different or not.
As much as I hate tapping into the private tutor part of my life, and you know that, it just lives there and I have to find use for it. They used to keep a record of every one of the Oracle at Delphi's visions. To try to keep track of which ones came true and which ones did not. The fun, super terrible part was all of them were worded in a way where they could have been both.
Yeah, of course, because that's kind of how
Yeah. But
non-kindred prophecies go.
But if there were something similar in the archives of kindred history, of Malkavian prophecies, we might know a little bit better what we're looking for, how big the percentage is that these things are true, and how to help.
Yeah.
She can only know so much. She can see it. She feels it. She lives through them. She may need some help putting the rest of the external pieces together from here on out.
Pause real quick.
Yep.
Jace and Siren.
Mm-hmm.
Make me an intelligence awareness.
Great.
Oh,
Or is there wit's intelligence? What were
Yes, we
using
can do
for
wits
memory?
we can do wits
For
awareness.
what?
It's wits
Do
awareness.
for memory.
Oh.
I think we're doing intelligence.
Intelligence awareness works for that.
Yeah,
too.
that's fine.
Or just if you want to have a lower difficulty, you could also probably just do straight intelligence if you wanted.
if you
It's kind
wanted
of up
to.
to you.
No, just do intelligence awareness.
Intelligence
Okay,
awareness,
got it.
got it. 0 successes. I remember nothing.
4.
2 successes and a crit, so 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
You recall when she says that you think that the Ventru kind of did that for a while, at least back in
Oh.
the old days. Like there was a Ventru who was tasked as
With chronicling.
chronicling the. You think it was Ventru? Yeah, something like that.
We could ask Chase about it. Because at some point Venture did it, I think, but
Of course they did.
I also really don't feel like owing a favor to the Venture.
Listen,
so...
it's not even that I need to know all of them necessarily. It's that.
If we can ask somebody else.
Yeah,
who
anyone
has
else.
them- Yeah, if we can ask somebody else who experiences it, what they experience it like.
Actually,
It'll probably be different, but
actually,
I don't know.
we're asking in the wrong place. This city doesn't have a lot of Malks. We need to ask and reach out to a city that has more Malkavian kindred for the right kind of numbers. And I hate that I know that.
Do we know what city?
You don't know any off the top of your head that would be like a dense Malk
A
population.
Malkavian, yeah.
They're
No.
so.
I mean, it's like
They're so
all-
picky and choosy about
Yeah.
who they bring in, and it's never for good reasons.
No, but generationally speaking, since we are brand new and there's only one generation above us here, in theory, somewhere they have lived longer, there'd be
Yeah.
more of them. Like
If we're-
the Vatican, for instance.
You realize that the Ventru were keeping it because they were profiting off the Malks.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
But then they would also
Well,
know how many came true and how many didn't if they were using them to gamble on.
You
You
could
know.
find a denser Malkavian population than you have in New Orleans for sure.
Yeah.
Let's ask around locally first, and if we can't find anything, then we can start reaching out. And also, if they go on for more than a minute and a half, we're snapping her out.
Yep. We need a better
this
way to
time-
do it.
Yeah. Also, she smelled cobbler, and we were singing "Happy Birthday, Jenny." I don't like it.
Who's Jenny?
I don't know. Probably
hate
her real
it.
name. I don't
Hate
like that.
this. I hate this a lot.
Because none of you have real names, and that makes me feel safe.
Yeah.
It's
It makes me
weird.
feel safe to not use my real name.
It's
I'm
weird
good.
Being the
whenever
person
you
using
guys.
his own name.
I know it's weird well, I mean, Liz does it now, and that's fine. But it's weird whenever you guys have fake names that you use all the time, and then you suddenly have a real name. I don't like it.
I got it.
It's
No,
like
I get
that
you.
kid on your neighbor on your street that's just named Jim Bob or whatever.
And then you find out his name
real
is Timothy
Nathan.
Allen and some shit, and
Yeah,
you're
yes.
it's real
I
uncomfortable.
fucking hate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna for Kitty get introduced as Miss Vargas one day, and I'll be like, what?
No, no,
Miss
unacceptable.
Vargas.
A murder.
Absolutely not.
That's the day I kill her. I just.
She's with Liz now though, so it's
I know.
probably fine.
That's when you get the text that we're gonna go look at titties. In that moment.
They're gonna go look at titties. Yeah, they're fine. They're fine.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Not looking at titties.
I'm probably gonna go try and see if I can find out anything else about about Premiere Visions. Maybe I can start doing that. I don't want to do it. I'm not gonna.
Do you want company?
That's unless you want company.
Hmm.
I'm probably just gonna go home though.
All right. Me too.
Yeah, gonna go
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
Okay, let me know if anything weird happens. I fucking hope.
And as you guys.
She does not go home, by the way.
Oh, okay. Where are you going?
she is going to start casually walking by bakeries in town and seeing what makes cobbler, which bakeries
Okay.
sell cobbler.
There's only one late night baker. They kind of want you to buy in bulk. Like they bake throughout the night and then send out to bakeries.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
But I mean, you could easily sway almost anybody to do what you want.
Yeah. No, she just wants to make a list. She wants
Okay.
to find places. She does make a note for in future if this happens, if they need to find other ways to snap her out, if smelling the thing will help. But also she's curious where the smell was coming from if she was in the Madness Network. Since Siren...
Please use your vampire powers to get Cobbler off the
Obviously,
spot.
yes, done.
You want cobbler? I got you cobbler.
No, you'll give me cookie, got your cookie.
I became what I am
No,
for Cobbler.
she is... she is using
Yeah,
it...
you know, Jem the cobbler Malkavian.
Yeah, she is not sure since she doesn't. Siren is a very tactile person in situations like this because she doesn't understand what happens in the Madness Network nor how to deal with it. All she understands is, hey, these are these feelings that happened. I need to find where they were coming from.
Yeah.
She doesn't understand the visions. She doesn't understand how that works. All she knows is she had a vision of Baron and blood, and then Jace had the thing happen to his face. It was very literal. Yeah. So when it comes to things like this, she is looking for the literal representations wherever she can to ground Jem's visions. That is her new job, she's decided. She can't do visions, she can't do weird magic shit, she doesn't understand it. She's gonna find in-town anchors, goddammit. So if she happens to find places that are in some way connected to this vision, might become connected to this vision, she's just gonna kind of make note of the local cobbleries. And
you do get,
yeah.
There's the distributor who makes. They do sales to anybody who would want them, but it's more like, yeah, you have to order like 50, but yeah, we'll give you 50.
Mm-hmm.
They make different recipes for different bakeries. There is one bakery in New Orleans that is known specifically for its cobbler, compared to like its cakes or its ice cream cakes or its best decoration, like for its cobblers.
Okay.
And you take note of that place as well.
I do. I take all the notes.
You do? Okay, then it's called Carrie's Cobblers.
Carrie's Cobblers.
Kerrys Cobblers.
Okay.
Anything else you do for that night? Jace, you're gonna go back to your place?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna grab coffee on the way home though. And then, how long has it been since I Googled Oscar? Does he need a re-up?
He doesn't need one yet, but you could give him one and it will
That's okay then.
kind of just reset the time on how long.
That's okay.
So you go home, or you go get your coffee.
Yeah.
Nothing of note happens at the coffee place.
That you are aware of.
Yeah.
That you're aware of.
I swear to God.
And
you
you
walk in here and
finish.
took my man from me.
You
Well,
finish
hello
out the night in
there.
peace.
Jimmy.
As you guys turn in for the day, the whole other side of New Orleans is waking. The sun is just peeking up over the horizon. And we see a young, red-haired priest laying in bed. And then we rewind time a little bit. We see him after a long day, tired. He hangs up his rosary near the door, takes off his garments, lays in bed. And it takes him a while. He finally gets to sleep. About halfway throughout the night, you see him look like he's in pain. And then it releases. He smiles throughout the night. And time speeds up, and we see him shifting positions, and he's always got that smile on his face. He wakes up when there's a knock at his door. And Father James Callahan is crying as he wakes up. As he stands up, he looks out the window at the rising sun. He cries harder. He wipes the tears from his eyes, puts on his garments, puts on his rosary. Time to get the morning prayers knocked out. And he opens the door. We follow him as he walks down the hall to a courtyard outside, but still within the closed-in walls. There's no windows from the building looking out over this area. It's open to the sky. And it's still shadowy and cool in this area because the sun still hasn't reached over the limit of the church walls. As you see Father James Callahan looking over soldiers doing hand-to-hand combat training. As he sips his tea, made just the way she used to make it.
Play Vampire the Masquerade, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
Oh no, I'm living for these enemies to lovers, back to enemies story.
It's a real
And
twist
then-
on the trope.
TTRPGs when the first T and the second T both stand for
So
trauma.
the trauma. And we watch
Tea and trauma.
him go
Trauma
about his day, and the camera speeds up, and there's just faster and faster, and you quickly lose track of him. It's just this blur throughout the church as the minutes and hours pass by. The camera zooms out from the church and back over the area known as Kindred Land. As the sun sets and the moon rises. And I would like a rouse check from my kindred.
What if we just give up now, though? That's fine, right?
Okay.
Good.
I didn't eat. Jim had a breakdown, so I'm still at 3.
You could have eaten. You could have come down to
Yeah.
1 if you wanted to. No
I
big deal.
wouldn't have.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have.
Total trauma RPG. Okay, everybody's good then. So, where does that leave us at with the coterie?
I think we've covered traumatized pretty fucking well, Sway.
I do have a weird mechanics question.
Okay.
So
Excellent.
With Ryan, because she needs to eat more frequently, does it have to be fresh or can I bag some?
It has to be fresh from you.
Fuck. Okay. I was like, can I pump and leave
You
for
can do
bags?
bagged, ghouls cannot. Because it's.
Oh, okay.
And let's say you tried it, it wouldn't have the same effects.
Okay. Okay. Fuck.
There's some supernatural goodness there that has to be directly from the source.
Sure. How often does she have to do it then?
Once a month for 3 months. Her
No,
seems
that's
like a
what the
lot
ghouls
more
have to
often.
do.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
once
We're gonna
like-
say about once a week, once every 2 weeks.
Once a
Kinda
week.
is.
Damn. She hungry.
I'd like to think it's I have that good.
She's addicted to you.
She's a dick. She's addicted to you. Okay, cool.
So, let's say you guys are all. Maybe it's a day or two. Maybe it's the following day. You guys are back at Sav.
How fun
If it has been a day or two,
Mhm.
Am I able to go to the library,
Mhm.
to the chantry, and see if they have a log of Tremere prophecies anywhere that I have access to?
They do. It's older and it's from before the fall
Nah.
of
Okay.
the mages.
he logs that as a thing as light reading later.
Even asking around about it, you get the sense of like the Tremere want to keep their secrets to themselves on like an individual basis, and like those that do have it, they don't even really tell people they have the
Advertise it.
ability to do it.
Gotcha. I will text Iris.
Okay.
And ask if she has the ability.
She says that she does. It's more of a ritualistic receiving visions than the Malkavians actually having a vision. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
But a lot of times it's more direct with the Tremere route.
Oh, sure.
You get more of a clear, direct answer, but you don't get surrounding like you're going to see an event and not know whether or not you caused it. Versus the Malkavians were like, dude, we could walk down the same path 80 million times until we, like Doctor Strange way of doing it.
Yeah, sure. Okay, got it. He just notes that for later conversations with Siren. So
Dem, you're going to get a extra point in set design and anything to do with your career of sound and.
Well, yeah, because you've spent 15 years doing it. Like, that's how we do downtime now. Tap into the Madness Network, learn new skills.
Yeah,
That's how Dragon Ball Z did it, baby.
That's what she was in college for.
How many lives will you live?
You have more skill at it than you did yesterday.
Great.
Because you've done it so much.
Every time she does it, she'll think of him.
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Never touching lighting again.
Well, it was sound specifically.
Sound.
She went for lighting, but when she got the word that her parents died and the flickering light happened, she kept having flashbacks, so she couldn't do light design anymore. So she went to sound design instead. And now that's gonna be.
You're really good at it. You're really good at it.
Yeah, but she's not gonna do it anymore. Fuck. Let's just take away everything I love. God. Please don't take booze. That's the only. That's how
But
she
I
makes
gave
her
it all
money.
to you. Give you 15 years of happiness.
And then you ripped it away.
I want to punch you so badly. You have no idea. Cool. I think she's calmed down a little bit. God, I hope she's calmed down a little bit.
Yeah, you think that it was like a really bad dream.
It was a really good dream, but it's just sticking with me, that's all.
You felt like that wasn't a premonition. That was something else.
That was wish fulfillment because I've been seeing him a lot and I do think he's cute.
Makes sense.
And I'm having all this, like, I'm not having issues with id, but you know, like,
Man,
it's just
Nos
grumpy.
getting dumped this week.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Boo boo.
It's just like grumpy.
It's a little. He's a little
grumpy boy.
stoic, yeah.
He's a little grumpy boy, and he doesn't think we can be happy, and I think we can be. Not him and me, but like just in general, as a people. I think as a people, I believe we can be happy.
You feel more alive than you did yesterday.
Oh fuck! Good.
That's fine.
Cool. So I can talk about Second Inquisition and not immediately get sucked into.
Let's find out.
Would you like to try to talk
shrug
about
at me, you little shit.
Try and find out. I don't know.
Well, because I met my. Okay, she's like sits down in front of everybody. I'm going to talk about this. We are going to plow through, and I'm going to make it through this thought process, and everything is going to be fine. Yes, ma'am.
Do we need to hold our questions to the end of class, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't-
Siren genuinely needed to know if she was allowed to interject because this seems hard for you, so she'll sit on her goddamn hands.
Real quick, in the last 2 days that we have not been talking about this, Liz has kind of sent out her resources with just priest, redhead, Jimmy, trying to find this person.
Oh.
You said
Yeah.
his name when you broke down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, would I have?
No, you
I
had a
said
whole
his-
emotional breakdown.
The
Like,
priest, I
know.
don't know. Did you mention that he was a priest?
No, I didn't.
But before
Redhead and
you have
Jimmy.
talked about Priest James Callahan.
I have talked.
So I
yeah,
think we
have
would
said-
have
I've said
known.
his full name to you guys before.
Okay.
Okay, then full name.
Yeah.
Redhead priest. I'm looking
Yeah.
for him.
It was going to take 2 days without the guaranteed like full ass fucking name. The next night you wake up, there is a Father James Callahan, redhead, Irish descent.
Okay.
He's younger, but an established age of being a priest.
Okay.
So he's not like, oh, the newest one. It's just,
Yeah.
He's 12.
still on the younger side. He's worked there for about 6 months.
Any living family?
No living family here.
Here,
or anywhere.
in
no,
general.
No known family here in New Orleans. If you would
Okay.
like to find out outside of New Orleans, that will take a day or two.
I will have that out. I want as
Okay.
much information on this man as I have, as I can get.
You get a daily-ish routine. Some days he doesn't come out. Some days he does. Is to go get a newspaper and to go to the cafe when he
Okay.
comes out.
It might be my turn to go to that cafe here soon. Anyway.
The cafe. Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun,
Rite of
dun.
passage for everyone in the coterie.
Yeah. Can you get in with a Second Inquisition priest and get out and live?
Yeah. Oh, Liz, she hasn't even gone to the cafe yet.
Oh.
is this a vampire hazing ritual?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Cafe.
Cafe.
I wanted-
Ca-
whatever sources I have, I want to know the next time he goes to that cafe.
Okay. It's usually during the time where you are comatose and asleep.
Damn it. I need a Google.
There's no routine for when he comes. He does come out after dark, but there's no routine to get that.
Weird. I'm gonna have Spot follow him for a little while.
Okay.
Okay, now back to what we were talking about.
Okay, so
I don't know any of you any of this.
I just assume none of us know anything you do. As far as Jem is concerned, you go back to your house. You used to mess around with Duncan. Now you just play Smash Brothers with the dog. With the dogs. As far as I know, that's all you do.
Lou's getting real good at it.
You're like that one,
Real
you're
good.
like that, you're like that one friend who nobody knows what their job is.
She's
just
Chandler
does it
Bing!
all the time.
You know those little doggy speech buttons? It's like a doggy little arcade. It explains Super
Oh my
Smash Brothers
God.
like,
I
bitch,
just want,
bitch,
like-
bitch.
Liz is probably at home, like, training her dogs, doing things, flash cut Liz ripping someone's spine out and then washing her hand.
I feel like Bud
Wash
and
their hands and
Lou
saying, all right, dinner
can
time.
handle either side of a controller. Like one of them can do the one side and the other one
Yeah.
can do the other.
Oh yeah.
So
it's
it's
actually,
like
it's actually
drift.
Salem who's gotten real good at it.
Oh,
Yeah. Someone
Yeah.
just sits with it like in between her legs, and she like rabbit kicks the back pedals,
Yeah.
and then she
Yeah.
sits there and does the top.
mm-hmm. DJ Salem. Okay, so if they are going for the poor communities and the transients and things like that, we do know that the Nos use the homeless a lot as spies and things like that. That's kind of why we set up the soup kitchen here, was so that we could, be a little bit closer and kind of get some help with that. So maybe if we talk to Candide, let her know exactly how bad things are, then they can, I'm sure they're already aware, but they can keep more of an eye out and maybe be a little bit more protective or just get some more information. Hey, I did it. High fives. Thank you.
Sorry, what?
What?
That was. Yeah. Okay.
If
Ha-
you wanted information on the church, and that might be a good way to do it, because they have ghouls and things that are daytime, and also built to be spies, and they're specifically in the group that's being targeted.
Hey, storyteller,
Yes.
is there any ministry in New Orleans?
Like any Protestant? churches?
No,
No, like the
ministry.
clan, the
Oh,
like
the ministry.
yeah,
Oh,
capital
yeah, sorry.
M. Like
The
Sorry, we went from
religious
church to
clan.
ministry. There, to your knowledge, no.
Okay.
That their dealings with the Camarilla are very conflicted right now.
That's fair.
No one has come knocking for entry.
Okay. Yeah. Go over and talk to Candide.
Yeah. That's an easy
Also-
enough conversation to have.
Yeah, you know, just Candide's cool.
Yeah.
Candide
Oh,
is
wait.
cool.
Liz, is that okay?
Huh?
Is it okay if we go talk to the Nos, or?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if it'd be weird.
If it is weird, I'll pretend that it's not.
High five.
It's fair.
And then I'll tell you that it was weird after we're gone.
Okay.
So you guys get down to St. Louis, number 1. Get walked pretty much directly to Candide.
Mhm.
You don't see Duncan, so there's no issue for any weirdness. Id and Ego isn't there.
They don't live there.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've talked to anyone being scourged. Okay, cool.
And
Flying V behind you? Is that?
you guys kind of
Nice.
meander through the
Good vibes.
relative alleys of
Not a regular scourge, I'm a cool scourge.
cool scourge. I'm not a regular mom. I'm a cool mom. You guys walk through like the meandering alleys of the cemetery, and you come down this path to a similar arrangement as St. Louis Cemetery number 2, with there's like a fountain. There's kind of like an open, a few open bays of like mausoleums. And Candide is sitting there, and she's sitting on one of the caskets, the long little short mausoleums, just big enough to fit it. And she's sitting there with her legs crossed. She leans back and she's like, "So what can I do for you all?" And she stands up, Hounds and Scourge.
Is anyone else here that we can see?
There's some other Nos, but they're not.
Okay, no, I'm not gonna be rude. So we wanted to discuss the Second Inquisition with you
Okay,
in a tactical sense.
got you. And she looks to the left and the right. You get the impression that people just kind of start walking away. And
Once they're like far enough gone, I'm like, also, your sire's really cool.
I was hoping that was a bad rumor, that he was not in town.
No.
And then he shows up. And then I'm like, okay, well, hi, what are you doing in town after so many years? And then he tells me it's not even to see me, it's to see you all.
Oh, sorry, but he
No,
did
it's-
see you.
He did see me. He does his own thing, and he has for many a year. It's okay. But yeah,
I'm
he's-
saying it right now before we forget. I'm turning on sense emotions. I remembered
That's right. That's right.
to Candide.
Fuck. Hunter's mark.
Hunter's mark. Hunter's mark.
You get a very familiar feeling of like being embarrassed by your parents in school.
Done. I'm
Just like
keeping it
that,
up for the
like,
conversation.
Very like, I love him. We have an understanding. No one else understands that understanding.
Yep. I now that we've seen her sire's freakishly large hands and long spindly fingers, are her fingers spindly and long?
You notice a little length to them that
Yeah.
the last time you really paid attention to her fingers was when it was wrapped around like a katana. But it's something you see a similarity there that time will probably enhance.
Yeah. Got it.
So,
So Second Inquisition, what do you want to know? You said tactical. Are we?
Practical. So, they seem to be targeting the homeless.
Yeah, they're. It's. I don't know if they're using them, but they're trying to make themselves liked by them, and I have an issue with that because they don't fucking know you're essentially supernatural. So it's really easy to do like a little miracle here and there. That's not a miracle. It's just using your freaking preternatural gifts in front of Kine, and you can get away with that. That's fine. But I don't know
Well-
what they're garnering support for is the issue.
I mean, we don't either, right?
We've-
We don't know.
We've seen, you've told us about your visions of them gathering an army previously, right? Like months
Oh.
ago.
Oh yeah,
Right?
yeah. The Great
No,
War is coming.
yeah, that's Matthew asking.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
oh,
She's
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
told you guys about that.
Okay. I mean, they're probably.
But I mean, that's what they do. They recruit here. They'll say they recruit 50 here, and then they get them brainwashed enough to give up everything they own and love and family and all that to go train or be assigned somewhere else. And they doing this either here. It's probably the Holy Church side, and they're doing things in line with God. And well, they're fucking easy to manipulate when you bring God in the matter.
Right.
I'm more worried about the soldiers, and I don't think they're in town.
I think they might be.
Okay.
The Gem is white knuckling. The priest that I've seen the most has military personnel around him.
And she uncrosses her legs and kind of like leans forward, puts her elbows on her knees, and how do you know this?
I'm continuing to sense emotions. Has Candide shifted at all?
Yeah, now it's a fuck me.
Thank you.
Good.
So Jem, just to be clear, you never saw the image of
No, but I did when he got taken out of when we
The
had
previous
coffee
ones?
together. They were
Mhm.
military.
Yeah.
That's who I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah. No, not that he has a training camp.
Yeah. She just kind of leans forward, and you get this resignation and dread from Candide of just fuck seriously, like that.
Really? Just bought
Oh.
my house. So, I
This is
don't.
the first time we've heard about the military personnel with this.
No, she told you about them.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
Whenever she told us that she had seen
that I
the
The
had
first
coffee with
push
him.
that she
I
tried to
mentioned
have.
that there were military guys that took him out. Well, like escorted him
Okay,
to an
cool,
unmarked
cool.
car.
Thank you.
And then you brought up the vision of him with a
with
flaming
the holy
sword.
flaming sword.
Yeah, but that's all I've seen is very allegorical stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything concrete.
Yeah, he walked out
for
with
our
two
life together.
clean cut
But,
military guys.
yeah. So, yeah. As far as I don't know. We're not asking anything of you. But I don't know. We also I don't know.
Well, okay. The homeless side, I don't think we have to worry about. I think they're just garnering support. It's kind of hard to turn homeless into soldiers, and that's even with kindred blood, let alone just a pretty book. So I don't think they're going to be able to make them soldiers. But
Well,
if there's soldiers here, go ahead.
well, if they're using the homeless to garner support, what if we try to do some things to ruin that support? I mean, there's a lot of ways to get the Catholic Church on the bad list.
Yeah. Yeah, it's called Open the Doors and Look at What They're Doing. Okay. Let
So-
me go ahead.
What if
No,
what if instead of making the... It's easy to make the church look bad. It's also easy for the church to hide the fact that it looks bad. And it doesn't matter if they look bad if they're doing something good. So why don't we find another way to solve the homeless problem so they don't have anyone to pull from?
Bingo boingo.
We have the resources. We have access to the resources. We could fix the homelessness problem in this city in a night.
And, well, not even in a night, but we've already laid the groundwork of having a bar, a gay bar, in the Bourbon Street area that's championing the cause for the homeless.
Yeah.
So what if we have everything that the Catholic Church stands against, low-key unite, and maybe just push it and suddenly be doing better than them?
Because the church is doing things, but they're not exactly building homes and housing people. They're not getting them jobs. They're not actually making sustainable change. We could.
Not in a night. That would
No,
be very...
that would be a little sus, but
Yeah.
we could do
Okay.
it quicker and better.
That's
So-
gonna put a lot of attention on you.
I don't think we need to do it as the Sav, though. I think we can just fix
No,
it.
I would literally tell the prince, beg him not to let you. What we could do is we have some goals that we could use that are kind of in the right places to do this. To kind of focus more where we would like them to focus. Not exactly our goals as the Nosferatu, but we have goals in power. We can.
And
If you think that's going to destabilize the Second Inquisition, that sounds a lot better to a bunch of older and more powerful kindred than just, hey, let's do this so the church can't get the credit for it, because they don't care. They don't care. Cattle are cattle.
and this is not me name dropping for the sake of name dropping, but I'm sure Rebecca's got a couple of politicians in her pocket. We can use them.
Yeah,
to
like I
start-
said, it's really hard to have a Nosferatu ghoul in those places, but an adventure ghoul.
Yeah.
We do have quite a lot of people who could benefit from it without directly ourselves challenging the church.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
If we, for instance, found a way to offer funds to a political party who is not on the side of the church but would be willing to do this for the press, we could.
hey, the easiest thing that I could suggest is go get your own politician.
That's what I'm
Going-
saying. Yeah.
Going through Rebecca Chase, maybe
No,
not be the best idea.
But we can find a way to,
Habitat for Humanity, you do a little restructuring from inside there, might be able to fund them a little bit better locally. Maybe they
Second
would.
Inquisition's gonna be a long haul problem, not something we can solve.
No,
In a
but we
month.
no,
But
but we can
here's-
definitely start by
What's
taking
bothering
away
me
their
is their recent push.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that they seem to be actively in the community, even marketing themselves as the church more than the church normally is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they also the Second Inquisition has just come back, right? This is their first time having a public display here in New Orleans since Katrina, so it's possible that they're just trying to make up for lost time.
But maybe if we embarrass them or outshine them, this won't be a worthwhile goal.
Yeah.
Yeah?
If nothing else, we can at least keep an eye on them.
Yes.
If that's at least the quicker actionable goal while we work on sweeping citywide changes.
Hey, storyteller.
Yes.
I want to try to look at some things.
Okay. What would you like to look at?
Why are you like this? We can't keep defending you.
Yes, you
We can't leave Brittany alone if Brittany keeps doing this.
I want to see people are. I do. Actually, I
Which
want to
people?
see the troops specifically. And I'm gonna be, because I'm an idiot. Actually, I'm not an idiot. Because she knows she has an attachment to Jimmy.
Okay.
She's gonna try to use that as a backdoor into watching him.
Okay.
Because she knows he's high up enough
I
that
see
he
where
would
you're going with
know if there were actual soldiers here, if she can see them and get any idea of where they are, how many, blah, blah,
Okay.
blah.
Roll me a rouse check.
If you're gone for more than a minute, I am pushing
I
you
know.
over.
That's a 1.
Siren, get the cobbler ready.
So you
Done. Ready.
You get hungrier.
I just celerity over there. That's my masquerade breach. Is trying to get Cobbler fast to get Gem out of her vision.
All I am picturing now is you with mittens on, running with like a glass.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
100%
I'm coming! Oh god!
Help is on the way, dear.
Southern thing you can
Roll me
imagine.
a
I'm coming, Jim. I'm coming.
roll me a composure insight. We'll see how well this movie
How well
does.
this goes. What? I have really good ideas.
Oh, I thought it was muted. I'm sorry. Let me. Jesus Christ.
I got 1 success.
Okay. You are looking through your husband's eyes
Those beautiful eyes. Those beautiful green eyes.
as you take a sip of coffee.
He doesn't drink coffee.
Sorry, his tea.
Thank you.
And you see the steam, and you can almost smell it, but you already know what it smells like, but you can almost smell that tea again. And then he looks out over the camp, and they're just men, but they're not priests, because priests wouldn't wear those ultra high silk shorts and t-shirts that these guys are using. They look like Marines,
Yeah.
and they're just wearing black silk shorts, black tennis shoes, black tank tops, and there's no dog tags, but they all have the military haircut.
Mm-hmm. Are they doing anything?
They're doing open hand combat training.
Okay.
And you look at one of them. Well, Jimmy's looking at him.
Mm-hmm.
And then the camera swings away, and you look at Jimmy as he looks from that soldier to another. The camera pulls away, and you're looking at that one soldier, for lack of a better word.
Okay.
And his face is kind of nondescript. He's maybe early 20s, tanned white guy, blonde military haircut.
Okay.
And then the camera pulls and zooms, and this rewinding effect happens, and we see him crawling out of bed, making his prayers, and then time zips forward again, or rewinds again, and he's saying his prayers before he gets into bed, and it rewinds, and he is out in town serving food to the homeless, and he's got a VFW shirt on, and he looks over, and there is, you get a look of like an eye roll / disgust look on his face,
Mm-hmm.
and the camera pans to see who he's looking at, and it's that politician who was making headway with the local community.
Okay.
And we're going to see him look at you as you walk by
Is it
the
Gem?
previous night.
What happens when he sees Gem?
Nothing. There's no look of recognition on
Okay.
his face.
Okay. We love to see that.
But it puts you in a time frame of this was last night.
Ooh.
Great. When we were looking at the men in the yard,
Mm-hmm.
can I get any where they are, any architectural bits or anything?
It's kind of hard to tell unless you had an aerial view of the church.
Sure. But do I know that they're in the church?
It looks like the same architecture. Yeah.
Okay. How
It
many
looks
are
like
there?
there are about 20, and it looks like there's this courtyard, like they would plant like a tree so the priest could come out.
Yeah. And now that I'm a experienced combatant,
Uh-huh.
do they look like they know what they're doing when they're
They
going
do.
through drills? Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is not.
I really wanted them to be bad.
This isn't teaching training. This is keeping your skills honed training.
Great. Can I snap out or am I stuck?
The moment you see yourself, you're back within your own eyes.
Phenomenal.
So now we know
Oh.
next time, look in a mirror. Just-
Do they have any religious iconography on them?
They do not.
Okay.
No dog tags.
Lovely.
No
Oh, right. Okay.
no crosses. No crucifixes. No tattoos.
No tattoos.
Just kind of weird for a bunch of military.
one's
Bunch
fucked
of
up.
virgins. Okay. She's gonna snap out and. Okay, so they're in the church. There's about 20 of them right now. They're-
20 military?
Yeah. And oh, I think it just she just realizes that what she was looking at was this morning.
This morning.
Yeah, and just he was having tea this morning.
You can only
One
see
of
his
them.
face.
One of them's VFW and works at the soup kitchen.
Oh, okay. So now they're fucking with our people a little bit too much. Okay.
Well, I mean, there are 20 military. That's what, 5 for each of us. Candide, I'm sure you could get a couple. It's fine.
No.
No.
I know. I'm trying
'Cause
to
it's-
make light of the situation. I know.
20 military. It's usually. What were they doing?
It just looked like I don't know, drills.
Okay. How many people were not doing drills, just kind of standing around watching?
As far as I can tell, just the one.
And the one was. Is he military as well?
I don't believe he has a military background.
He's not, as far as
It was like,
you know.
in 50
You
years,
know
I'm
Jimmy.
sure that would've
Jimmy does
come
not
up.
have.
No,
military
goodness,
background.
no. He didn't have a violent bone in his body.
Then
I always
those-
had to take care of the spiders.
Then those aren't troops. Those are commanders.
Oh,
They have no supervision. They are the supervision. They were doing their own training.
and okay, there's 20 commanders. Then fuck.
Yeah, maybe 10 sets of 2. But that's okay. You talk to Anarchs then. What do you want to do? Do you guys have any plans?
My plan was to talk to you, and
I like that. It's a good start. Thank you.
now I'm understanding just how big this problem is.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's not to be unexpected, but that's a recruitment effort. That's a regional recruitment effort. That's trying to take over a region from
If
Kindred.
Yeah.
just I don't know, hypothetical. If one of the head commanders got taken out, do you think that would stymie anything, or would it just bolster?
It would fuck up their, if they're tactical, it would fuck up their cohesion. And anybody that's up, has any rank, has knowledge and experience that if you remove from the combat field, weakens everybody else by not having them there. And if they're commanders in the Second Inquisition, that knowledge and true faith is gone. That's you start to get diminishing returns on, my God is unbreakable and my faith is impenetrable, and somebody gets they get
Penetrated?
penetrated. That tends to weaken people's faith a little bit.
So,
Now I'm
peg a
remembering
priest
every
for
time-
the kindred.
Now I'm remembering
greater
every
good.
time I picked a priest.
Peg a priest for the greater good.
Oh, I did, and it was great and good.
Learning so much about you, Jim.
I didn't say that out
We
loud.
did it for 15 years. It's great.
15 years I pegged that man.
15
Uh,
great years.
Jem, it does dawn on you that he is not in the time that you spent with him. He was not a Catholic priest.
No,
He was
'cause
just a
we couldn't have been
preacher.
married.
He
Yeah.
was just a Protestant preacher.
Mm-hmm.
But he was a Protestant preacher before he met you.
Right. Fuck.
In your land, he was never a Catholic priest.
So not meeting you put him on the path of becoming a second Inquisition.
I'm just
Way
saying.
to fucking go.
You got this, Matthew. Mystery solved. Time travel episode.
Blood
take
in the
2.
Bayou, Quantum Leap edition.
Every
That's just Jem's story. Every premonition.
trying to get home.
It's if this will be the vision home.
Just oh boy.
Oh boy.
Since I was asked if we have any plans, checking in with my higher ups, do I have anything I'm having to do, or am I free?
No, your goal is to
Cool.
investigate as a hound,
Mhm.
punish as a scourge. You don't have to go through the prince. You have to kind of report back to the prince what happened. And it's just kind of
I'm
a general
killing Jim's
policeman.
husband.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, eventually.
Cool.
We didn't have any sweeping intricate plans for this other than begin reconnaissance, right? Figure out more stuff, figure out what they were doing,
Yeah.
and then act like we're gonna make a plan after that, and then just inevitably just do something.
Okay.
These plans are overrated.
Okay. What would you like? Would you like for us to do anything?
Is it gonna cost us?
It can.
Depends what it
That's-
is.
Don't die, first of all.
Just keep an ear
Not
out
going
around
to.
the homeless if they hear anything about any like bigger gatherings with the church. Let us know.
I can do that.
I
Do you guys
appreciate
have
it.
any ghouls in the VFW?
No, but we have
Not
some
anymore.
Older vets who are VFW. Yeah, she.
I had a lot, and then
Yeah.
we did a
Once
purge.
they're one of ours, they start to not look so pretty to go out in public to
Mm.
hang out with everybody. We have some veterans who still get looked after by the VFW. Sure.
If we need a high up goal, Rebecca Chase owes me a favor anyway, so.
I mean, to be fair, like Siren does have some VFW contacts.
Yeah.
Not anymore, I don't. We dealt with
You
those.
Vegas took 2 of them. Remember?
I told him it was never confirmed what he did or not because I had a lot. And so it was, I let
true.
him deal with them, and I walked away and have not contacted any of them since.
Mm-hmm.
He said clean house, I said you go clean house, and he
Yeah.
went to do.
He did.
So no.
You would have seen them in passing. They would not have approached you. They would not even seem to have recognition of you.
Mm-hmm.
But you have seen 2 of them. But
Well, we have Hammy.
I haven't seen Hammy in a while. How's he doing? Do we know? I don't
Oh
think.
my god, did they break up?
you would have heard from Yo-Yo. They're doing fine.
Okay,
Real
good.
fine.
Thank you. My heart can't
Real
handle
fine.
any more emotional relationship trauma in this fucking
They have
show.
plot armor. Those 2 are gonna make it.
Yep. Love my Hammy. So, okay. You do what you need to do.
Mm.
I'll start listening more intently, and if I find anything, I'll let you know.
Thank you.
Okay, go. Shoo.
Before I leave, I'm gonna give her a hug. If she lets me.
She hugs you,
Yeah. And say, I like that she calls you Candy.
and she
And then
she
she
kind of
stabs you.
she's kind of like half like half hugging you, like the one armed hug, and you just feel like in your shoulders like like a grip, and you definitely
Mm.
like that warmth that you felt from Jimmy now replaced
Yeah.
by this lanky length of cold,
Oh, that's different.
and she pats you, and just kind
I'm
of
never
like lets you
washing
go.
this shoulder.
Okay. Yeah, do I want stuff happening to my shoulders? Is this awakening
Is that a
something
thing
in
now?
me? Huh.
Shoulder kinks, one episode at a time, guys.
my
One episode
God,
at a
yeah.
time.
That's
The
just called
shoulder-
escaping Mormonism. When you're not allowed to show them and then suddenly you can see them, they're the
Them ankles,
sexiest thing
though.
in the
Ooh.
world.
Them forearms, though.
Them
forearms.
clavicles. Oh.
That one, I have to be
Sweatiest part of a
careful with
man
when I whip
is
mine out.
forearms.
I have really nice shoulders and clavicles, but you all don't always deserve them.
We don't. We don't.
I know.
The
But you
world
do.
doesn't.
The world does not.
So I'm remembering
So-
them right now.
What immediate plans are you guys going to set into action? Okay, Jace.
Okay, so the Tremere,
Mm-hmm.
the fall of the Tremere
Mhm.
was at the hands of the Second Inquisition.
Destroyed
So,
a lot of your upper bloodline, breaking
Yeah.
the blood packs.
thank God.
But for real though,
For real,
blood slavery is kinda
thank
bad.
God. Old Tremeres are fucked.
I can't wait for Jace to join the anime.
fuck them bitches.
Listen, man. There's a reason that Jace took so long to make a ghoul, because the whole blood bond thing freaked him out.
That's so fair of you.
But so he wants to see if his chantry or any other resources that he can reach out to from other chantries, if that's a thing.
Yeah.
He wants to find out any accounts that we have about how it happened.
Okay.
And any
Big bombs. Yeah, it's very well known.
okay. Is there, but
They were
I think
very direct.
what he is looking for is more accounts of people looking back at it and saying these were the steps that led up to
Mm.
it.
Okay.
And then other than the obvious bombing,
Yeah.
if there was any record of skirmishes, of other fighting, of anything like that, that he can kind of look to as ideas for how the
Better
Second
use your tactics
Inquisition-
against them or be prepared
or
for them.
at least, yeah, be prepared for tactics. This
Okay.
is all like things that he is looking for, and he knows that looking for things like this is really hard, and there's not always accounts of them.
Yeah.
So the answer can be, you don't find anything, because there is nothing to find.
A lot of it, what you do get back is a lot of the same stuff they do. They garner
the time.
support from the civilian population so they can put people they want in power to make plays. That's what the church does.
Yeah.
The Second Inquisition, like the military facet, is just to find and kill, move on, find and kill, and they don't
Gotcha.
leave until everything. The group that they're sent to kill
Is
is
gone.
destroyed,
Got it. Okay.
and that they don't. The military units specifically do not dispute on supernaturals. It's all supernaturals.
Hmm.
The church is mainly concerned with the kindred society.
But if they
Um,
run into werewolves, mages,
the ghouls,
inbloods,
like that's where a
ghouls.
lot of the exorcisms came from, is removing wraiths and
Sure.
demonic possession, and the mythology kind of just expanded and grew with rumor and
Gotcha.
We summon a demon. The demon kills them. Then we deal with the demon
We just
problem.
no.
We
We just
find
go
that one
make.
werewolf.
We make a friend with a mage. We befriend a mage and tell the mage literally just change reality so that the Second Inquisition isn't here.
Matthew,
And they
you
say,
have said
okay.
some dumb stuff before. That is the dumbest fucking
No.
thing you have ever,
No.
ever said.
Let's do
Instead
it.
of that, instead of that, let's give you a better option. Still dangerous, you might like it. Bring home more ghosts from the cemetery.
Okay.
Because that's more dangerous than like hanging out with a mage.
And if we do that, we know that Jimmy's gonna show up because we need a priest for the exorcism. Boom, done.
Perfect.
Two
Perfect.
birds, one stone. Let's go, kids.
Yeah. Just
The
bring a
other
gaggle of ghosts home with you.
Note to self,
Still less
start
dangerous than one
writing
mage.
ghost lullabies in bulk. Release a whole album, push play at the bar. Like,
Oh my
Yeah.
god, you're gonna be the new hoser.
Yes! I'm gonna be love child of Hosier and
Florence.
and Florence and the Machine when they finally get together and acknowledge their Fey ancestries. I am the child that music hath birthed, and you're fucking welcome.
Liz,
Hey, Raph.
Liz makes a note. Keep my coterie alive? Question mark.
Put it lower on the list.
The
Put it
other
lower
thing
on the
that-
list. Put it lower on the
right.
list.
The other thing that Jace is looking into is if we have accounts of, so all of the, what we are calling military
Mhm.
in the Second Inquisition,
Mhm.
do they actually come from military?
Some of
And
them
if
do.
so, specific branches? Or are
No.
they...
So what happens is because it's well known every time they've captured a Second Inquisition guy. They have their ways of torturing information out of the Kindred Society, but it's way easier for us to get information out of them,
Yeah.
even being 2i.
Oblivion is toes.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Torture,
Worked
aspects, dominate, awe. It's a variety of things, and I mean, the Thin Blood Sorcery has worked on them.
Okay.
Some are from a variety of worldwide special tactics groups,
Ugh.
special forces groups that
Gotcha.
are just religiously devout in such a way to be problematic in the real world. They take them and they give them this, and they tell them everything that they ever thought was true. There's evil in the world and you can fight it, and God has put you here and gave you all this training for this, and they feel that sense of pride and self-worth, and it's super easy right after that to just go ahead and set them into vampire land.
Yeah. Got it.
But there's no like US Navy or British Army. It's just
Sure.
the best of the best of the best that is brainwashable.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
And then they train people in-house. So you have a lot of people that were like altar boys or people in the church who then, you know what, you're going to have the build of somebody who'd be a great soldier of Christ.
Mhm.
That kind of shit.
Got it.
Cool.
Yeah, that was my research. That was my plan.
Liz, are you really going to go kill Jimmy? You know where he lives. You don't know his family, but you know where he lives.
I feel like never mind.
Please don't kill Jimmy.
I mean, his
Kill
current
Jimmy.
residence is the church. He
I-
doesn't live outside
Yeah.
the.
I
outside
feel
the-
like
Does
the-
he not live in a parsonage?
Yeah, he lives at the church.
I feel like the potential to
kill
turn
Jimmy,
him
take
is
us with you.
is higher than it was when we started this episode.
No, I want to ghoul him.
That's what I'm.
Yeah.
That.
No.
Yes.
No, actually, someone else should go him. I should.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone else should. We should get.
So-
We should get special dispensation from the prince to turn him.
But
Is what
I
we
need
should.
Someone with me to do that.
I will
can't
go.
do that alone.
I will go. Let's
I
party.
need
You-
someone
you
who
do
hasn't
know.
rolled 1 on their 6th brawl strength today.
I got all the bad rolls out. I'll blood surge as fuck. Okay.
You do know, because Jace mentioned it earlier, that Oscar was almost immediately found out that he was a ghoul.
I feel like it's gonna be a process.
And that talking to Candide, she would have mentioned like, hey, look, if we even send a raven there from RQ for too long, like, you get shot down.
Is Spot okay?
Yeah, Spot's good.
Oh, thank you.
There's a difference between being a big fucking ghoul crow
Yeah.
that just happens to be like there's a line of crows there, and like something more inconspicuous
bird.
like yours. Yeah.
I think Liz kind of at every night since then has kind of not hung out, kind of like hidden in her bird form, because I could also turn into a bird.
Mhm.
I just watched and waited for him to come out at night
Okay.
alone.
You within the first couple nights, like he does come out and go to the cafe.
Uh-huh.
You just watch him go in the cafe.
Yeah. Can I clock who's working that night?
Yeah.
Okay. When he leaves, and when whenever that person leaves, I'm cornering and ghouling that person.
Okay. Her name is. I was gonna say her name is Jeannie, but it's too close to Jenny. We've already had enough Jenny traumas for the night. So you, it is a younger woman, probably 18, 19. Her name is Gabby Bousseau.
Okay.
And you have a new step one of being a ghoul.
Step 1.
Mm-hmm.
That class is gonna get full. We're gonna have to start pitching in for snacks and textbooks.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, see, with my ghoul, I don't really explain much. It's just you're gonna feel weird. Congratulations.
Okay.
And I basically instruct her anytime that man comes in here, you get as much information as you can. I don't care if you take extra shifts, or we'll figure that out.
No, it seems like I'm always working when he comes in. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. She kind of like shakes her head. You know she's a little fuzzy, a little drunk, but
Yeah. I appreciate
you're her
that.
new best friend.
Give her a little pat on the cheek.
She takes it, smiles, and walks home. Do you give her any of your contact information?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. I disappear into the
Come
night.
back for this knowledge later. I've got a 6 week
notes.
No!
I've got 6 weeks of dossiers on this guy.
No.
When is mommy coming back?
No, right now I don't. I know she doesn't get any information. Because if he's good at seeing ghouls and he gets my information, not great.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just tell her I'll be back in like a week
Okay.
to get it.
Drop off notes in this hallway, in this alleyway.
we specifically reinstall payphones around this area just for moments like this.
Yeah.
For the aesthetic. Once a week.
The eagles crow at midnight. Oh.
Not the Eagles, motherfucker, it's go time.
You
Once
hear
a-
this dog bark.
Once a week I go to the coffee shop. It's a different night every week, but I go.
Okay.
Which means I have seen Jim go into this coffee shop.
Yeah.
A
You
lot.
would get reports from your people and you seeing her walk in.
Yeah.
There is one night while you're watching. Jem is already inside.
Yeah.
And you see the priest approaching. He's gonna go in the coffee shop.
Yeah.
He was just here last night. You didn't expect him to do 2 nights in a row. But Jem is inside right now. What do you do?
Just watching.
Just let her die, it's fine.
And
Pixie has vacated the chat.
and James
Pixie
reaches-
needed a comfort squish.
I will burst through that window before I let Jim die.
and
Please
James
understand that.
reaches for the door, and you hear as a bird this far away.
Keep forgetting I'm a bird for it when I'm like, yeah.
A little jingle, like a cell phone jingle, as he stops and reaches, looks down at his phone, puts his phone back in his pocket, and walks away. Jem, what is your favorite song? What was you and Jimmy's song?
Hold on, I have a playlist for us. What was our song? Hold on, I gotta find it.
While she's doing that, can I use something stupid?
Yeah, do something stupid.
I kinda jump down into the alleyway as a bird, and I come out as a cat, and I go like rub against the priest's leg, and like then go sit in front of the cafe.
He looks down and he sees you. What does Kitty's cat form look like, or what does Liz's cat form look like?
Liz's cat form is pretty much the same as the Puma. It's all black. It's an all black cat.
Just a
with,
but
like-
a big fucking.
No,
Puma?
no.
Okay,
It's
so
the same coloring as her Puma form. It's
Gotcha.
the straight black with the bright green eyes. It's a bigger black cat, but
It's
not
a
like-
pocket puma.
it's a
pocket
pocket
Puma.
Puma, like a fucking Maine Coon size.
I want to see if he knows.
The only reaction that you get is as you look up after you like kind of nuzzle him. You look up at him and he stopped the moment you nuzzled him, and he's reaching down with his hand. Do you stop him? Do you like run?
Yeah, I jump away.
Or are you gonna let my ex-husband touch your pussy? Tell me. What you gonna do?
He's trying to like squat down and reach
I
for
moved
you.
just out of reach. It's not abnormal for a stray cat.
No, and he kind of like squats and looks down. And Jim, do you have your song?
Yep.
What's the song?
Uninvited, Alanis Morissette, because City of Angels was our favorite movie. That was our first date movie.
You could swear you hear that song, and then you look, and you don't see anybody by the door, but you could have heard that song as a cell phone jingle.
Can I go outside?
You can in a second.
I'm pushing this motherfucker. You
So-
started this.
So James reaches down and like he crouches down out of eyesight and goes to pet you, and as you kind of scamper away, he's like, I know. Big dude. Big city. I get it. But remember, it's okay. And you kind of like hold his hand out to like let you come closer.
I inch like a little bit, but I don't get like in super hands like interested, but like no, scary, you know.
And he just kind of like, he looks at you and nods, and he puts his hand down, and he kind of puts his hands on his lap. He goes, maybe next time I'll bring some treats. How about that? Maybe next time. And he stands up to start walking away. Does Jem want to go outside?
Mm-hmm.
By the time you get outside,
He's
you look around, and you don't see him. And Liz, you're looking at her looking for obviously someone.
Yeah.
And who could it be?
I can put two and two together.
Jem.
My intelligence is low, but not that low.
Roll me a wits awareness.
Me or Jim?
Jem.
Okay.
It's outside. It's late at night. It's Bourbon Street-ish.
2 successes.
Okay. You look right. You look left.
There's a cat.
There's a cat. Sorry, no. What it is? You look right. There's a cat. Just sitting on like one of those newspaper boxes, you know, like one of those like free newspapers.
Yeah.
And you look back left, and you don't see anything. You look right again. You're like, fuck, and you're about to give up. Like maybe you're just thinking, you're imagining shit, and you look left, and a car moves, and you see him on the other side of the street, walking back towards the church.
I'm calling now.
What do you
But-
say?
I say Jimmy though. I do say Jimmy.
Now, this man has told people for decades, don't call me Jim.
Yeah.
I'm Father James or Father Callahan, or
Yeah.
I really like you, I'm James. But for the last 15 years, he knows that voice. He knows the way that your mouth says his name. And he stops in his tracks and turns and looks at you. He starts to turn. Do you let him see you?
Yeah.
And he gets so confused. Just a million emotions on his face.
Yeah, I just nod. Like, yeah, I get it, man.
As he raises his hand, and you hear a horn blast as we end the episode.
He gets hit by a car.
Solves
Listen,
all
man.
our problems.
Yeah. Problem solved.
Oh well. Can't love roadkill. What are we gonna do?
And that is
You
where we're
just
going to end
bring it
tonight.
back as a kindred. Bring it back as a thin blood.
Not me. Someone else has to do it. We've learned what happens.
If I bring him back, he'll be a vampire. If you bring him back, it's the
True.
thin blood.
If I
That's
bring him
true.
back, he can sing to you. It'll be great.
Technically, Jace can do it.
I can too, yeah.
Yeah. High five, diagonally.
Because you're old
Yay,
enough.
Yeah.
diablery.
Yeah, I would just have to turn him before he died.
Just
Like
start.
They would
Madison
have to,
could.
yeah.
Yeah, just start eating kindred. It's fine. You'll be able to make other kindred.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Any kindred watching, don't do that. This man doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. That's a bad idea.
That's
Anyway,
a good idea.
oh
It's
god.
No.
So quickly, he was like, I need to reassert my dominance. Let's start all Diablerizing people.
Yeah.
That'll make me the button pusher in charge again.
It's the TikTok of send that risky test. No, they weren't talking to you.
On that note, we're gonna send you guys on a raid and we're gonna decompress from all the emotional trauma.
You guys have a
Emotional
great
trauma.
night.
I'm
We will
fine.
see you guys next